enjoy yourself. You're about to get a message from yours truly. Sit back and enjoy yourself. You're about to hear a message from yours truly. Pure Bama Freeman lifestyle. Hey. You about to go from city to city. Yeah, yeah. Traveling across this land in love. Pure Bama Freeman lifestyle. Ooh.
What's good? What's good? What's good, man? This your boy Bama the Traveler, Free Men Travel, Pure Bama, Bama in Brazil, soon to be Bama in Thailand. Bama have already been to Colombia, the DR, etc. Shout out to you guys, man. Y'all come through, man. This your boy, man, Bama, man. And all in all, we all Bama, dog. So y'all come through, come through, come through. Y'all come through, man. All right, we had some quick little technical difficulties. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Here's your boy Bama, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Y'all hit the like button. Follow me over there on Kick. Subscribe if you're new here on YouTube. We on both platforms. So choose whatever platform you would like to view this particular live stream. Either case, I appreciate. All right? Thank y'all for that. Okay. Y'all come through today for this live stream. We want to talk about a little bit of finance. And this was a request made by Cortez. And so I wanted to make sure that we did a stream on finance. I think that finance, in my opinion, is pivotal to anything you want to do in life. By this being a travel channel, we got to realize that it's going to take finances. It's going to take finances, guys. And let me be clear. There is no such thing as poofism. All right? It's not going to magically appear in your bank account or in your wallet. It's going to take some know-how, some fortitude, some zeal, some ambition, some get up about yourself, some pep in your step. It's going to take a lot of that and some in order for you to put yourself in a better financial situation, man. And if you're waiting on this thing to magically appear, I'm here to tell you, man, I gotta bust your bubble. It's not gonna happen that way. So if you're not willing to put in some money, put in some effort and some work in order to make some money, then the chances is you're not gonna make any. You're not gonna make any money, man. All right. Now I know some of us have been thoroughly indoctrinated that some entity is going to just endow you with some finance, but that's not how it actually works in the real life. Now, if you want to talk about something spiritual, then yeah, I'm not going to debate that, and we're not going to even get into that. However, in the real world, you're going to have to put some type of effort. You're going to have to get what exactly you want. Check. So, with this thing, come on through, join me in the chat or stream. You can click the link and join us on the live stream. If you have any type of advice on finances and or how you can achieve finances, this is the stream for you. For all the financial people out there, this is the stream for you. So again, I designated this stream for Cortez because he wanted to talk about finances. This is something that he wanted me to specifically do on YouTube. And now, like I said, we have a Kick. So if you are on Kick, or if you want to know where our Kick is, just go to um, Free Men Travel on Kick. We're on Kick, guys. That's right. Free Men Travel. Okay. Thank y'all, guys. Make sure y'all follow me over there on Kick. Also hit the subscribe button here on YouTube. That's what's going to make the channel have life. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just put up this first question to you guys as it relates to this topic. What are your short-term goals? Have you mapped them out? Have you thought about them? Have you actually put some of them into use? Are you currently working on them? Are you being successful in your short-term goals? We're not going to even talk about long-term goals, but let's talk about your short-term goals because that is the most important. What are you trying to do in the short term? What is urgent to you? What is urgent for you at this moment that you got to um, absolutely do in order for your long-term goal to even be a reality? What are you actually trying to do? You don't have to, you can type it in the chat if you want, or you can actually keep it to yourself. But you have to first start with short-term goals. Are you in debt? Is your credit not where you want it to be? And how are you going to achieve the goals of making both of those situations better? What are your ideals of a good healthy bank account? How are you going to get there? What are you going to do to get there? See? These are pivotal questions that should be answered with action rather than you talking about it. As the old adage says, you can't talk about it. You gotta actually be about it. Well, again, it goes to what I said earlier. There is no poofism. It's not gonna magically appear. There is no genie that you can open the box to, and then you're gonna be financially well off. No, it doesn't work that way, right? I wanna dispel the idea that you could do minimum work or minimum research, have minimum effort, have minimum ambition to achieve any success in life. Now, am I totally successful? No. Am I where I really want to be? No. But am I working on being where I want to be? The answer is yes. I am working on short term goals. Personally, I have been working on uh, raising my credit score back up after a difficult divorce, after losing everything. I'm not where I want to be even with that. Have I paid off some debt? Yes, I have. Last year was the marking goal of me paying off majority of my major debts. Now I have little debts like 200 and 300, 500 here and there. And I think I got about maybe three other companies I need to really take care of in order for me to really see a boom in my credit. But are you preparing to take care of those things? Are you looking to chip away at the mountain? Because I want to be clear with you guys. It's not an easy road. Sometimes it takes guys 2 to 7 years to achieve even their short-term goals. Okay? That is the reality of it. And that is largely based upon your uh, financial situation, as far as what type of job you have, how much money you're able to bring in. These things are important. But if you don't have anything going in, coming in, then you can forget about achieving any short-term goals, let alone long-term goals. Okay, so we laid that foundation from my personal perspective. I'm not a financial guru. I don't profess to have the answers to how to become wealthy. I'm not wealthy. I'm just laying down a premise of inspiration, I guess, to get people to really focus on what is really important to help them get out of the situation they're in. Now, I can personally talk about a few little things that I've done to make life a little bit easier for myself. I mean, I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually doing that. And so, if you guys are not positioning yourself to alleviate the trauma that you're suffering from because of financial difficulties, then you can't blame anybody else but yourself. Okay, you just can't. So again, what are you doing for short-term goals? What are you doing for short-term goals? Are you leaning on handouts? Are you leaning on the government to give you subsidies in order for you to achieve what it is you're trying to achieve, rather than being short-term or long-term? What are you doing? Are you wishing? Are you hoping? Are you praying with no actions? Well, let me just tell you, none of that shit's gonna work. You could just continue to keep pouring water into a paper sack, and you can constantly be a victim of your own circumstance, and you can keep blame, shame, and explaining the system for not providing something that you can actually get up and provide for yourself. So that's the question I want to ask you guys as y'all help me in this chat. What are your short-term goals, and what are you doing to achieve those things? Have you accomplished those things? How, and if you haven't, how are you going to go about doing it? What is the first step? That's what we're talking about today. So as we go further into this stream, want to send a shout out to Mr. Mister. Guess he's laughing. He said at the thumbnail, right? He's laughing at the thumbnail. Yeah, I mean, these are the people that we want to maybe work it. Not the EBT teacher, but maybe the EBT Tavius. You know what I mean? EBT Tavius, he may just be one of those wishful thinking guys. I just want to sit on my ass and just hope that the Lord bring it to me. He may be one of them types. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, first class. I almost called you Cortez again. Boy, I don't know what the hell. Hey, this is supposed to be Cortez stream anyway. You know, he requested it, so he needs to be here. You know what I mean? We're gonna try to bring on a couple guys before this football really kick off. I don't know what time y'all team play, but you know, this don't have to be a very long stream. It just don't. But if you guys got any type of advice on how guys could, you know, achieve some things short term, maybe help fix their credit. If you have any type of experience in that, then feel free to come up, bro. Salute to you as well again, Mr. Salute to both of you guys. Appreciate everybody that's here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Also, if you want to watch it on Kick, if that's your preferred platform, go over to Free Men Travel over there on Kick. Go over to that platform on Kick and give me a follow. Go to Kick, give me a follow because you should be able to see me on this live stream. Okay. Now, over here on YouTube, if you have not subscribed, hit the sub button. Like, share, and comment for those that may catch this on the playback. Okay? Appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But again, the link is in the chat. If you guys want to come up, you want to talk about some financial things, feel free to come through. But while y'all edit, let's go ahead and play this audio for you guys to listen to from a guy on TikTok explaining what he is doing in order to gain financial literacy. Let's go.
Financial literacy and stability for beginners. You've been trying to get your money together but don't know where to start. This is a simple three-step system that I use to go from confused and broke to confident and in control. Number one is clarity. I'm gonna break this down as simple as possible. You cannot manage what you can't see. Like if it's not something that you can see in here, it's not something that's gonna become a reality out there. So you have to get clear on everything financial. For this, I suggest writing it down. Your income, your bills, your spending habits. This right here is typically the hardest place for people to begin, but it's the truth that everybody needs to see because the truth is gonna set you free. Number two, you gotta prioritize. Now that you have clarity about your finances, what's coming in and what's going out, now you need to get clear about where you're going. This is why you gotta have set goals, clear, concrete goals to accomplish and to achieve, and prioritize what matters most. For me, I teach monthly expenses in your checking, $2,000 immediate fund in your regular savings, at least $10,000 in a higher at least $100 a month being invested towards the future. Then you focus on eliminating the debt. Hey, the only way this works is if you attack one goal at a time. Prioritize one goal, hit that goal, then move on to the next. That's how you create momentum financially and how you become financially free a lot quicker. And step three is automate, then adjust. Now that we have clarity and the goals that we need to prioritize, now it's time to set up the systems and automations to get there. For a lot of people, this is another tough spot just because they're not used to it, but in reality, you are used to it. Setting up a $2, $3, $4, $500 automation to go towards saving is pretty much what most people do every month anyway. They buy things that they cannot afford that don't fit in the budget, but some way, somehow, it always ends up working out. It's the same thing. So set it up based on a plan, even though you don't think this is going to work, and then make the adjustments later. You'll be surprised at exactly how much you'll be able to automate your system. Even if it's not the amount that you initially planned, whatever you adjust to is more than what you were doing before. I can make you one of these three-step plans, walk you through all this with clarity. Hey, no BS, no fluff, no complicated formulas. Head to my website, I'mYourMoneyCoach.com, or comment.
Appreciate y'all to First Class and Mr.
Yeah, I think you're breaking up. Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear?
Yeah, as soon as you
Yeah,
started
yeah, I can hear
talking.
you, First Class.
Yeah, you were
Okay.
breaking up at
Okay.
first.
Was okay. I was just saying, appreciate y'all for coming through. First Class and Mr. Y'all both in the building. What's good with y'all, man? Hope y'all having a great day. What do y'all have about the topic?
What's happening, people?
Yeah,
Um,
we're good.
I'm all right too. Yeah, I was just thinking about something that I've been doing lately that's new to me based on what he was saying in the video. Now,
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I have always liked to save my money manually. Whenever I get paid, I say, okay, this amount goes to this account, this amount goes to that account, etc., etc. But in the last 6 months since I got this this other account, um, I set my paycheck up so that 10% of my paycheck automatically goes to that account every week. And I don't have a card to that account. I don't see that account like just pop up on my phone or anything. So a lot of times I forget I even have it. And then when I do remember I have it, I go and look at it and I see all this money stacked up on top of what I just been doing manually. And I would suggest that to other people that are listening. Maybe you should set yours up like that.
Hey, that's a great opening. So what you got, first class?
Well, to be honest, in my opinion, before you get off into anything, invest into anything, I advise people to get their mindset right first. That's the start there because
Mm-hmm.
where your mind starts and where your focus is, that's where energy flows to, and it's like a chain reaction, you know. So, and that's an issue with a lot of us, a lot of black men that, especially black men, we don't think big, you know. We don't think big. We don't have a big mindset, and to be honest, that's the most important. Before you start anything, having the right mindset is the most important thing because if you don't believe you can do some shit, you won't do some shit. Or if you never met nobody that actually done like this, actually wealthy or something like that, you won't believe that you can do it. But after developing the right mindset, I would say if you somebody that don't want to spend time looking at charts and focusing on investing, I just suggest you get a financial advisor at JP Morgan and just throw some money off into that every week. But me personally, I'm off into day trading and stock options and crypto and all that. Like I like learning about that type of stuff and I ain't scared to take a loss or anything like that. But for people who ain't got time to deal with it, I suggest just getting a financial advisor and telling them what type of plans you got. But most importantly, it's with that mindset. Just think big, man. It's a reason I call myself first class, bro, because the first time I had a friend of mine that, like, when I used to look for tickets on plane tickets overseas, I used to always find the cheapest ticket. And a friend of mine told me, like, man, just spend a little money and fly first class one time. And I did that, and that shit motivated. After I sat there when they closed the curtain and they passing out peanuts and you getting free drinks and the seats bigger and all that type of stuff there, I was like, well, shit, this the type of shit I like right here. And I'm going I'm to set my goals to do to be able to do this shit all the time, you know. So,
Right.
yeah, that's where the mindset come in. That's why I said, we got too many brothers that when when you think big, a lot of them want to shoot you down, and a lot of them like, well, I just want enough to get by. Whatever you speak into existence, that's what's gonna come to you. If all you want is enough money to barely get by, that's all you're gonna get. If if you want $1 million, you know what I'm saying, you will get $1 million if you ask for it and have a positive mindset and take some action toward that goal. But mindset and taking action, that's it for me.
Man, great opening for both of you guys, man. I think it was a lot of wisdom that came from both of you guys. But let me just ask you guys on a personal, um, what was the steps that you took to get, I guess, accomplish some of the short-term goals that you had prior to you sort of getting to where you at now? Like, what steps did you take in order to even get out of some of the hardships that you may have came across before getting to where you at?
I'm
You
gonna
go
be
ahead, Mister.
honest. For
Uh,
you
Oh,
go, yeah, Mister, you can go ahead.
I know I
yeah.
have an answer. I'm just trying to think of one specific hardship that I could tell you about.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just give me a second.
While you doing that, we'll just alternate it back over to first class. If you could think of one, how did you achieve that?
I'm gonna be honest. What kind of got the snowball rolling for me was at least around 2020 before they started making these laws on crypto and stuff. I had this thing called a PAM account. It was kind of like it was basically somebody trading the money for you,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit was returning to me like at least 3.5 to 4% a week. So I took a risk and put my tax return money in, and I was just letting all that money stack up every week. But that same company ended up going out of business because they came up with all these crypto regulations and stuff. And to be honest, a lot of them
Mm-hmm.
companies then went away. They used to trade crypto for you and all that because of all these U.S. regulations that these laws they came with and stuff. But that's how I got the ball rolling. Luckily, I got out of it once a lot of those companies started going out of business, and I started dealing with J.P. Morgan. I started dealing with J.P. Morgan and putting money in that every week and just letting it build up, man. But yeah, like I
So,
said,
so essentially, going back to your, it goes back to your opening. You was talking about how the mindset and not be scared to lose in order to gain. You know, take that risk or that gamble.
yeah, because you gonna lose money in investing. That's it. You gonna lose some money, but as
Mm-hmm.
long as you learn something from the loss, that's if you trying to learn it on your own. But if you got somebody trading money for you, you gonna see the portfolio. It's gonna go up and down, but you just got to think long term instead of short term. Like a lot of people think you're supposed to turn $100 into $1,000 in a week or something like that, and there be clickbait on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube to get people to sign up for some things or something like that. But for the most part, it's just thinking long term. Like once you got the mindset that it ain't gonna happen overnight, and just keep
Mm-hmm.
pushing, just build one brick at a time. And once you keep putting the brick down every day, you look up, you got a wall. You know, just
Mm-hmm.
start with something.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I. That's my advice to anybody. Just start with something. If it ain't nothing but $100, I started with $100. Just start with
Mm-hmm.
something and just keep building towards it every day
Mm-hmm.
and learn as
Mm-hmm.
much as you can and take positive action toward what you're trying to do. And you will get there. It ain't gonna come in the time frame that you wanted to come, but of course, I wish I could have been in the position that I am now. The first year I started investing, but yeah, you will get it. You will get to where you want to be at. You'll eventually get there.
Yeah,
And
that's
that
important,
reminds
man. Is
me
that
of
yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that reminded me of something I could answer the question with. One of my
Mm-hmm.
personal rules that I changed a little bit. I started off with this personal rule. If you can't buy it 5 times, you can't afford it. Meaning, let's say it costs $10. If you don't have at least $50, you can't buy it. That was my rule. Now, I since adjusted it to 3 times. If you can't buy it 3 times, then you can't afford it. So that's why I can approach investing in things no matter how much money I'm making. And I'm not scared to put money into it or lose money because, if I'm only losing that amount of money, it's not going to send me to the poorhouse or anything. And I could just take it as a lesson learned and keep moving forward, either with that same thing or try something different or whatever the case is.
To be honest,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
only really a loss. It's only really a loss if you quit. So, hey,
Yeah.
if you lose it, that's the only time it's a loss if you quit. If you took a L and learned something from it, where you learned that you ain't gonna do that no more, and just keep moving forward. That's it's
Hell,
only
it's
truly a
even a
loss.
loss if you
Yes.
don't even start. Hell, if you don't start,
Yeah,
that's a loss.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly. And that's where the mindset come into play. That's why I say you get
Yeah.
You got to have the right. That's why I tell anybody you got to have the right mindset. Because some folks go off into this investing thinking it's some short term stuff the way you can get rich fast and all that stuff there. But it is certain things that you can do if you want to be able to quit your job early or whatever. Like the main thing I say is just get with a get with a group of guys who are already where you want to be at investing wise, and just listen to them. Just sit back and just listen. Cause the group that I'm in right now, shit, I'm the dumbest person in that group, and I love it because I learn something new
Mm,
every day. They just sitting there
mm.
listening to them. Shit, I learn something new every day on them calls with them. And like I said, hang out with somebody or get with a group. That's what I suggest. Anything, get with a group of people who are already at the level that you want to be at, and just learn and listen to them.
Yeah, so if y'all both can talk about if you have any knowledge, or I think you do a little bit first class on the if you do want to do something that's short term that can give you some maybe instant gratification or money, or what they call it,
Thank you. Hello,
Yeah, y'all
hello.
there?
Yeah, I think he went. He was asking a question or something.
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. You had went
Yeah,
out.
I wasn't sure if it was
Yeah,
me
my
cutting
thing.
in and out or him.
Yeah, it probably was me, but no. What I was saying was, can you tell for the short term people that got that mindset, there is a lane for them, and I think you call it either day trading or either stock options. Can you or really both of you, can y'all both talk about, you know, other means and methods that they can do it if they have that sort of mindset?
With that mindset, it's like I suggest get with a group, get with a group of people who are already day trading and doing the options that can help you. If you got
Mm-hmm.
that type of mindset to where you like, shoot, I want to quit this job within 6 months or a year or whatever, because it's possible with the day
Mm-hmm.
trading, but it's just you just got to have some focus too. You can't just treat it as some little thing I'm doing on the side or whatever. You have to put some real deal focus into the day trade. And to be
Mm-hmm.
honest, and the options thing to if you want some short term, if you want some short term goal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And one thing
Well,
I would say a short-term person could do is going back to what I said earlier about setting up 10% of your paycheck. Instead of putting it to a regular savings account, hook it up to a high yield savings account. So that
mm-hmm.
10% is constantly going into that. Now, my high yield savings account, one of them, it's getting 4% interest every month. Not every year, but every month.
Yeah.
So, and the more money
Mm-hmm.
that's sitting in there, the more interest it collects. It's a snowball effect. So, over the course of a year, it's an account you probably weren't even paying attention to. It ended up having $6,000 in it, whereas you only put, I don't know, like 4,000 into it, 5,000, whatever the case is. But the point is, there's more money sitting in it than what you physically put into it.
Put in
So,
it.
and you
Yeah.
do that
Yeah.
without even thinking. Yeah, it
Yeah. I
just it
definitely,
just
since you put
gathers
me on,
there
since you
without
put
even
me on
thinking.
to that. Yeah, since you had put me on to that, I've noticed that, when I go and check the accounts, I see that, um, you'll see $7 or something like that, and it's naturally you'd be like, man, that ain't no money, that ain't worth it. But if you, again, like you said earlier, Mister, that if you just ignore it and don't really pay attention to it, and most importantly, don't rely on it, then you know it wouldn't affect you like that. You would be okay with it, you know, because again, it was money that you didn't have or didn't put in. You just received money by your money just sitting in that account, you know.
Yeah,
So, hmm
and it snowballs. So now if we get further down the line, let's say further down the line you got 50,000 sitting in there. What's 4% of $50,000?
maybe let me see. So you got five. So what about maybe a
I
thousand?
want to
You
say
know,
about 12 or 1300. I think.
yeah,
I think
something like
about
that.
12
Yeah,
or
about
13.
12, 1300. Yeah.
All right. So now once you reach 50,000 into that account, that's how much you're getting every month putting in that account. What you just said, like 1,200 a month.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Shit, for a lot of people, that's one paycheck. Like the average person,
Yeah.
that's one extra paycheck every month.
You see, that's where
And
the
they.
mindset come into play as well too, because a lot of dudes don't. They can't fathom having 50K in an account. So that's why I said with the mindset of thinking big, that's where they come into play as well before anything. That mindset.
Hmm.
One thing that guy said in that video is them spending habits. You know, in order to, I mean, yeah, you everybody wants something nice, but you don't want to go out and buy things that you really cannot afford or it's not even within budget. You know, you robbing Peter to pay Paul, or you trying to get with James so James can make you look rich, but you're not rich. And so some people spend their light bill money to travel, you know, or they may spend their rent money to go to the club or go to a concert. Those people are the main ones that claim that the system is not just, or they blame it on somebody else for why they're not making no money when they have yet to pay attention to how much money they have going out that they really don't have the means to have going out. So can y'all both talk on the sacrifices that you have to take in order to even get into that, or being able to see those type of, I guess, profits or residuals?
Well,
Me
like
personally,
first
oh,
class,
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
like first class said, you got to have the right mindset. You know, more specifically, the mindset of accumulating money. Because if you every time you get paid, your first thought is, "Oh, I'm gonna get me a chain. I'm gonna get me some rims. I'm gonna get me some Jordans." If that's your first thought, which is a lot of Ninja Turtles thoughts. You know, you
Yeah.
ain't gonna make no money. You always gonna be robbing Peter to pay Paul, like you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where the mindset comes into play. Now, once you get the mindset in place and you have the discipline to not touch that money, then you can accumulate it and really make something happen. You know, maybe you could end up putting a down payment on an investment property down the line,
Hmm.
whatever the case is. But go ahead.
For me, I limited my living expenses while I was investing. Like I stayed in a neighborhood that it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't a rich neighborhood, but it was pretty decent, and I wasn't paying but like $600-700 a month rent. So I was able to put money into an account to let it build, versus me moving into living somewhere over my means and just living paycheck to paycheck. Like I always had that mindset to where if I can't put it this way, if I can't have fun, like if I'm living put it this way, if I can't work just to pay bills. That was the mindset that I had. I got to have a little something
Yeah.
extra over to be able
Yeah.
to do something with investing or do something with. I couldn't just spend all my money living in a nice neighborhood just to say I'm living in a nice neighborhood and I only have $20 left over every week after I pay my bills.
Sheesh.
So I couldn't live like this. So I stayed in a neighborhood that wasn't that much of a good neighborhood for 10 years. I sacrificed that to get to where I'm
Yeah.
at now. Now I'm living in a
Yeah.
nice neighborhood.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. In order to start anything, there has to be some sacrifices, and I'll be honest with you. You know, I'm sure y'all could too. When you're making them sacrifices, man, especially if you had poor spending habits before you got to that mindset that you know you like certain things. Like if you're a shoe guy, or if you eat too damn much, you know, or if you just tricking off, whatever vice you had that was causing you to not to be financially right, it's gonna hurt you, man, to make that sacrifice to put that money in there, man. Like you can be like, damn, bro, I really don't see why am I doing this, you know? Cause like when me and Mister was talking about opening up them different accounts and stuff like that, I was telling him, I was like, damn, you know, I done opened up this bank account, that bank account, and it seems like my fucking money was just so spread out. But again, it goes back to what you talked about, first class. Is that mindset? Is that you have to understand that if you want to be rich or think rich, or you know, if you want to be rich, you got to think rich, you know. And so I heard Mister say one time that most your rich people got multiple bank accounts, you know,
Yep.
for various reasons, you know what I mean. But if you are used to only having one account, then you're doing several bank accounts. That's gonna take an adjustment, man. So that's a sacrifice that people got to consider once they want to get to a goal that they actually trying to get to.
Yeah. And another thing I can add is like I ain't gonna get philosophical with it all that it's just this simple. Rich people buy assets, poor people buy liabilities. An asset, anything that you buy that'll make you some money. A liability, anything that you buy that'll take you some money. So take money from you. So instead of just buy assets. That's the main thing there. Just buy assets. Buy anything that'll make you some money. And
Yeah,
that's pretty. It's just plain and simple right there. Just buy anything that'll make you some money. I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be shoot. It could be anything. If it's some baseball cards that's making anything that's an asset that can make you some money. Some dude flip Rolex watches and cars or whatever. Just buy anything that'll make you. And another thing I can add is try to get some passive
yeah.
income and buy assets. Something that you don't have to buy something that you don't have to show up to it to to make money off of it. Like you can make money off of it in your sleep or something like that. But the main thing, like I said, just buy assets instead of liability. Ain't no wrong with buying some shoes or something every now and then to make yourself feel good. But if that's all you doing, buying shoes and clothes and flipping a new car every week, then you just gonna be where you at. And another thing I like to add, if you want to be rich, hey, you got to be rich mentally before you can be rich in the physical form. It ain't gonna just
You get that right.
happen where I'm gonna be rich. Well, I'm gonna start acting rich once I get the money. Now you have to mentally be there first. You have to have the rich mindset first before it manifests in the real life.
Yep,
And
that's
look,
why a lot of
it
lottery winners go broke because they don't
mm,
have the right mindset to handle that kind of money.
yeah, I was about to say that. I
One
was
of
Playing
getting
one
and
of
ready
the
doing
to
all
say
kind of
that.
nonsense.
one of the best books I ever read was this book by this guy named T. Harv Eckert, and it's called Secrets of a Millionaire's Mind. And he said he broke some real stuff down. He said everybody got a money blueprint. Some people money blueprint mentally like $1 million. Some people money blueprint 50K a year or some 30K. And he said that's why you see people, if you don't change your money blueprint, you're gonna be where you at. That's why you see people who will look up and win the lottery, but they got a 50K a month mental blueprint. And your
Shit.
finances are gonna always go back to where your blueprint is. Your finances are gonna always go back. That's why you see folks that get $1 million and they got their 50K blueprint in their head. They go back to they lose it all and go back to 50K. So yeah, you
Jeez.
gotta change your money blueprint if you wanna do something different. You got to change that money blueprint. And you got to read too. Like if you don't like fucking reading, then shit, hey, shit, hey, you damn the lost before you get started. But that money blueprint the most important thing. You change that money blueprint and start doing and acting like what millionaires do, you'll get there.
Hmm. Speaking of books,
Damn.
uh,
Yeah, that's some real
yeah,
spit, bro. Jeez.
yeah. Speaking of books, one thing someone told me some years ago, they said anything you're trying to learn, if you read 3 books by 3 different experts on that topic, you're gonna be the next expert on it. Now, he
Yep.
didn't mean that literally, but what he meant was you're gonna be very familiar with that. You're gonna be able to use that knowledge to do things, and I've been applying that ever since. And I'm also a person, I don't really like to sit down and read a book all the time. So I'll get a book on tape, or I got my Audible, and I'll
Yeah.
listen to the book being read. And I'll do 3 books on a topic at least. Usually I'll do more than that. But he was 100% right on that. Anything you want to learn, get at least 3 books on it, and you're gonna know that topic very well at the end of it.
Man, shout out to
I'll
y'all,
say 2
man,
books
on this, bro.
involved
Shit.
investing that changed my life. Huh? Well,
No,
yeah,
no, I
well,
was just
I
saying
say
that.
two
Shut.
books that I read.
I must have a delay. I have a delay.
I think so. I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so,
Hmm.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 of the most important books that I read was that Rich Dad Poor Dad and that Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. Them two books there, as far as finances and all that stuff about how you need to think and everything. If you read those 2 books, hey, you in the game for sure. Ding, those 2 books there.
Hmm. And that's a new book on me. That second one you said. But I also read Rich Dad Poor Dad. So since you named a couple books, I'll name something different. Another book that I read that was very helpful about investing was called what is it? The Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah, that one too. That one too.
Yep, that was an excellent book.
Mm.
Um, and I also read The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, he talk
Mm.
about that cash flow quadrant and Rich Dad Poor Dad too.
Yep,
So
and
yeah, you right. Yeah, you right.
he
Hmm.
goes more into depth into it in the cash flow
Yeah,
quadrant,
cash flow quadrant.
and
Yeah.
yeah, he explains each quadrant thoroughly in that book, and that really put it together for me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like a baby, guys. I'm sitting up here nursing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, somebody,
That's
yeah,
bad.
if you really want to put yourself in a position to where you can quit your job and all that stuff, you most definitely got to, like you said, if you ain't reading the book, just listen to the Audible, listen to Audible books. Yeah, you most definitely take 30 minutes to an hour a day, just reading or learning something new or anything. You'll get it. You'll get it most definitely. You'll get it.
Well, as both of you
And
guys
that's what I
know,
do on these long drives.
let me see. I'm gonna ask y'all this: do y'all goals align with traveling more? I know the answer to it, but if you want to
Okay.
expound on it, that'd be great.
Yeah, most definitely. That was one of the main factors that really made me start putting more money off into my investments. Cause like after I went the first trip overseas, when I went to Sasua, I was just sitting on the beach just chilling. And I told my partner that was with me, I said, bro, I gotta think of a way where I can do this long term, not just for a week and then just go back. it wasn't even about the women. It was just I wanted the freedom. It was
Mm.
just I just wanted the freedom to be able to be like, well, shoot, I feel like staying here an extra week and just changing my flight over to staying the extra week. Cause I remember sitting in flip flops one day and I heard a dude talking. He was on the phone with somebody. He was like, yeah, man, I just changed my mind. Just decided I'm just gonna stay here an extra month instead of the time I'm getting now. Cause it's crazy in the U.S. Now I was like, damn, he in the position of where he can just decide that he gonna stay here for a month after. I said, hey,
Yeah.
that's the type of position I want to be in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, working a regular job and just doing the normal shit, you ain't gonna get there like that. That's gonna be a long process, man. So you gotta have
Yeah.
some passive income while you are working in order to even get to that goal quicker. But what you got for us, Mister?
Yep. It's funny First Class said that because I had the exact same experience, except it was Thailand for me. I was
Mm.
in Thailand having a great time, and I was there for 2 months total. But shit, only after like a week, I said to myself, I want to be able to stay here as long as I want to. I don't want to be limited to how long I can stay. And so, going back to Robert Kiyosaki's books, he talks about getting out of the rat race, which is, see how much your bills cost every month, whatever that amount of money it is. Once you can make that amount of money in passive income, now you're free. You don't have
Yep,
to work
Ooh.
anymore.
yep,
Mm.
And so I said to myself, all right, this is my number. I need to figure out a way to make that number in passive income, and then I can stay in Thailand as long as I want to. And
Jeez.
that's what's been in the back of my mind ever since.
So with that, okay, that's a great point. Let me ask y'all this. So do you keep your bills at that number, or do you? Well, of course, I mean, I'm probably asking a dumb question, but would you accumulate a different bill to increase that number? Do you do that
Uh,
based off of maybe what you actually bringing in? If your passive
you cut out, Bama.
yeah, he cut out.
yeah, okay. Now what it is, my screen, I don't know why it's doing this, but is it safe to say that the increase in your passive income, do you recommend that you accumulate a just a regular bill, or do you maybe look at something that makes more sense that could possibly make you more money, but it will cost you some money on the front end in order to gain money on the back end? Would you take that risk? If I make if
Well,
I am I making sense?
a little bit, and just put me back on track if I don't got this right. But what I'm my response to that is focus on your bills that don't change every month.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just speaking in general, that's a person's rent or mortgage. That's
Mm-hmm.
their car insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's their internet. Things like that. It's always the same number every month.
Right.
Focus
Okay.
on what that number is, and then all the other stuff that does change every month, like I don't know, the amount of gas you put in your car, the amount you spend on groceries, that kind of stuff. That's secondary. That's the stuff that you can cut back on or increase a little bit. Just
Ah,
figure out an
gotcha.
average. Yeah, figure out an average of what that stuff is and put it together with your fixed bills, like the rent, the mortgage, insurance, all that. And then come up with that number, whatever that number is, make that in passive income. And then along the way, if you come across something that you want to add to that, then you account for that. And going back to what we were saying about rich people having multiple accounts, something
Mm-hmm.
that they do is like they'll say, "Hey, I want to get this car, for example. Uh, I don't know, a Lamborghini or whatever, and it costs, I don't know, five
Two
thousand
hundred
dollars a
thousand.
month.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, total to buy it, but I'm talking about like the maintenance of it. Like every month it
Mm-hmm.
costs like $5,000 to maintain it. They'll get a bank account and they'll buy an asset that pays $5,000 into that bank account every month.
Sheesh.
And so now they hook up the the auto pay for the maintenance of that car to that
Mm-hmm.
account. So now they're not working a job to maintain that car. It's just automatically direct deposited out of that account, which is being fed by the asset.
Yep, that's it. That's the name of the game right there. Like I said, buy more assets instead of liabilities, and before you know it, you right at the top. Then,
But
before
hey,
you
but
know it,
Exactly.
wouldn't that would that that Lamborghini or that Ferrari could be a liability if it's not tied to that person's I guess public persona or personality? Because a lot of them guys are smart enough to write that off. You know what I mean? They may take a Rolex and write it off because it's part of their persona or their personality on TV. So it becomes an asset at that point. Some people do buy those Rolexes to make it an asset, but then you got some people who just do it for sport and play, which is a liability. Am I incorrect in saying that?
Yeah, you're on
yeah,
point with that.
yeah, because your house can be a liability where you
Yeah.
bought a house, and it can be an asset at the same time. If you bought a house that you renting out to somebody and is paying you, that's an asset. But if you bought a house that you just living in, that's a liability.
Ooh.
So yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yep, exactly.
I guess
But
But
it
so
but
goes
yeah,
into that thing that you into the house hacking though, right?
that's right.
but
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
but like Mr.
Airbnb.
Mister said, just build up that asset column, bro. That's hey, that's the main thing. Build up that asset column,
Damn.
and and if you keep a positive mindset and just keep going toward that goal, shit, miracles will happen. Sometime,
Mm.
financial miracles will happen to you. They'll most definitely put you in the position a lot quicker. you know,
Hmm.
Man.
And
if you keep that positive
another,
mindset and just
go ahead.
you can go ahead. I was done.
All right. Another thing that I kept in mind while I was overseas was how much cheaper it is to live overseas in a lot of
Mm-hmm.
countries.
Mm-hmm.
And in most countries in the world, if you net $5,000 a month, you're living pretty damn well. Shit.
Jeez.
When I was in Thailand, I just budgeted 1,500 a month and I was balling out on that amount. So shit, 5,000? Hey, that became like a target goal. If I get an asset or even a collection of assets that pays 5,000 a month, I can live in 80% of the world as long as I want to and be very comfortable.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now that Thailand hitting different, man. I think I talked to both of you guys on the back end about my situation. The chick I just came across. So I talked to you about it first class. How much money she made me within maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or some shit like that. But I mean, she was able to increase my earnings just by just the trading of those coins. $150 just like that. And so she was like, "Well, I can make you more money, but you're gonna have to increase your capital." And so, um, if when I look at I guess my passive, if I could look at that as a passive income, and then
Most
I could
definitely.
also, yeah, I could definitely look at that as a passive income, but if I look at my base, I wouldn't say liabilities, but like I was saying about my base bills and stuff like that. If I'm able to make more passive income, like I was saying, with what she's doing to help me, because she's basically helping me trade my money. She's telling me that she's giving me the nod of when to take my money out. You know what I mean, or hit the send button. But if I'm able to make the money I need to make based on what she's saying, bro, I ain't getting back in this truck, man, for a long time.
Yeah, most definitely. And then just like I said,
I'm
just
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 gonna,
keep buying assets too.
I'm just gonna, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You started breaking up again, Bama.
Yeah, you start breaking up.
Yeah, yeah, she made like 2 grand in about about 30 minutes. Not even that.
Damn.
And she had about bro. She had about 70 some thousand dollars just just to trade, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, when you got that type of money in that account, yeah, you can yield them type of returns. Yeah, that's why I say that's what the thinking big come in, bro. Like think
Hmm.
big picture, yeah, think big picture and set your goal to get your account to where hers is at, like at the 70K or whatever, and just
Yeah,
after that it'll be a snowball effect. Then like it'll just get the rolling in. It'll just get the rolling in. But
yeah. So I'm gonna look more into it, man, because she's the one that look into that, reading that data or looking at the markets. I guess the trend in the market. And so
yeah,
when she identify that shit, she automatically say, "Hey, go ahead at this particular time. I'm gonna estimate around about that time. You need to go ahead and hit that damn send button so you can go ahead and get that
yeah.
profit."
That's what
Mm,
I had to learn in the day trade. And I learned to be successful. You trade the trend. You trade the
mm-hmm.
trend. You wait, like if it's in an uptrend or a downtrend, you trade the trend. Like if it's in an uptrend, you only look for buying opportunities. Like if it's in the
Mm-hmm.
downtrend, you only look for selling opportunities. And
Mm-hmm.
if it's ranging, like you can trade the range, but I don't trade the range. I just trend trade. That made the whole trading experience a lot easier for me. And I got a whole lot better at it, to be honest. I got a whole lot better at it. Once I learned to look at the chart and just simplify it and just make it that simple, to where just trade the trend. Shit,
Mm-hmm.
hey, shit, I'm good. Hey, it get to the point where you can damn near predict what it's gonna do. Once you get to
Yeah.
that point, yeah, you can damn near predict what it's gonna do.
First class.
Well,
When
yeah.
when you say, no, I just have a quick question. Sorry. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
when you say trade the trend, are they talking about like looking at the pattern of the candlesticks on the chart?
Yeah, yep, yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay,
All right.
that's probably what she doing then, cause
Yeah,
she was
that's
like, "Hey,
exactly what she's
let me."
doing. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, let me. She said, give me a few minutes. I want to get some quick little study in so I can follow the trend. And she was like, yeah, tomorrow, you know, um, I'm gonna give you basically a play. You know what I mean? So I made a mistake. You know what I mean? I ended up. I was lucky too. I was trading like at this point I'm trading like 600. You know what I mean? I just put that in real quick. But man, she said you didn't click the button when I told you at this time, and you could have
Yeah, you have
easily
to
lost
do it at
all
the
your
second.
money.
Yeah, you got to do it right. Hey, you can't be thinking about it. It's like playing quarterback, bro. You can't be, hey, you
Yeah,
can't sit there and
yeah.
hold it. You got to go on just like, hey,
Let
you,
it
you
go.
can't hold it. You got to push that button right then when she say,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. She told me. She said, "No, don't do that." She said, "You almost lost all your money." But I still ended up with like $100 profit. You know what I mean? She's like, "Boy, you
yeah.
got lucky, man." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that taught me a lesson right then. She said, "Look, if I tell you to do it at this time,
You
do
got
it
to do it
at that
right then.
time."
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, if it goes good with that man, you know, if I'm in Thailand, I'm gonna just be running them plays, man. So I'm trying at least to get me back to get my capital up. I'm gonna have to put some more money into it, at least up to 10K before I get to Thailand, in order to like really see it go to the next level and get up to like that 20. It's called like a 20s, which give you a higher percentage of the brain back.
Yeah, I
Or
say I say work with what you got right now, and then just learn as much about it as you can. And
yeah.
then, like I said, one thing I will say, don't put nothing in nothing you can't afford to lose. You know, if yeah, don't
Hmm.
risk nothing you can't afford to lose. That's one of the most important things in investing. If you can't afford to, now don't take your whole 401k out and be like, I'm gonna throw it in this. You know what I'm saying? Just
Oh
don't
no.
risk,
Yeah.
just don't risk nothing you can't afford to lose. That's the number one
Yeah.
rule of trade, and that's the one thing I like about with the way that I'm dealing with, like a lot of people trading these prop firms now. And
Mm.
basically you don't have to put your own money up front with these prop firms. So
Hmm.
for example, like the one I'm in now, I got a 50K account and I pay $100 a month for that 50K account till I pass my eval. Once I make that
Hmm.
50K account once I turn that 50K account into 53K, I
Yeah, you
passed
get
my
the
eval. And once you pass
yeah.
your eval, you don't have to pay the $100 a month no more. And you get an 80-20 split with the eval company, which means you keep 80% of what you make and they keep 20% of it. So let's say you can easily make like shit 2 or 3 thousand in a week. Some days that the market real volatile. Some weeks the market real volatile, and they keep
Hmm.
20% of it, and you keep that without having to put up 50K of your own
Yeah.
money. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's the route everybody going now. Which you can still build your own account up and stuff because those prop accounts have certain rules. Which even your own account, if you got an account with Charles Schwab, it have certain trading rules as well. But
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, their prop account, that's the way everybody been going to where they can quit their job quick too with them with them prop accounts.
So
Yeah.
explain that 50K account, but then if you go with the 53, the 3,000 out of that 50 is going into your personal account, correct?
You can, but what I'ma
Reinvested.
do, I'm gonna keep that 3K in there as a buffer. Anything I make after the 5,300, I'm gonna take that out like every week or every day whenever I need some money. But that's how I'm gonna do mine. I'm gonna do mine like a paycheck at the end of the week.
Hmm.
Whatever I done made in the market, I'm gonna take that out. That's the way they taught me in this class I'm in. They said basically the stock options and all that stuff. That's to build your wealth. The stock options and stuff like that. That's for building your wealth. But
Mm.
the day trading, that's what you take out. You take money out there every week. That's your living expense money there. You know,
Hmm.
the day trading money, that's your living expense. But options, the stock options and stuff that you hold and crypto that you holding on,
Hmm.
that's the money that you just let sit in there to build your wealth. There.
Okay, so that's what I'm basically doing now with what I'm telling you about with the chick, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna just keep, because now it give you option of how much you want to put in, even though you're in that category of a 10s or a 20s. You don't have to put the whole thing in there. You know what I mean? So even if I increase my capital, say if I have the 10,000 in there, but hell, I want to just play with 3,000 of it out of the 10. That'll keep
Yeah,
me from going completely under. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
yeah. And just keep building on it, and then you get real comfortable with it. Then you can throw whatever you want again, long as it ain't nothing you can afford to lose that you can't
Yeah.
afford to lose. But
Hmm.
yeah, and it just because the more you do it, the more your confidence gonna build up, and you're gonna
Hmm.
feel more confident about it, and that's how you do it. That's how you do it with the options, man. You start off small, and then after that, you just constantly add more and more contracts to it. Once you make more money, and then the, your mindset with building that small account up to that, it'll make you handle the big account with the way you work in the small account.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, like I told you the other day, man. Shit, I'm gonna lick the bowl, man. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna try to clean all that information out of her, man. You know what I mean? Cause she showed me. She was like, shit. Hey,
And
you get
it's
off this
so
20
many
or 30
different
S, got
ways.
that motherfucker like millions of dollars, bro. You get up in them 20 and 30 and 40 S's, man. Like them dudes getting like big percentages out of those returns, man.
Yeah, that's what I tell folks. You don't got to reinvent the wheel. Just follow what the other rich folks doing. And the average rich person then got rich off stocks and real estate, man. Shit, just yeah,
Shit.
you ain't got to reinvent the wheel or nothing like that. Just learn to, hey, take them two things and just get obsessed with learning as much as you can about this shit. And and like I said, shit, it's folks in my group, man. Like in that group I'm in, like I told you, I'm the dumbest person in that group. Dude, it's millionaires in that group. It's one of the dudes make about 40K a month. He make 40K a
Jeez.
month. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And I can
set.
ask him all type of questions. I got access to do to ask him all type of questions. Like there's a lot of people in that group I'm in, and like I said, they making six figures and more a month.
That's
Yep,
crazy, bro.
Hmm.
yep,
That's people's whole salary for the year in one
yeah,
month.
yeah.
Damn.
And I
That's
spent,
four hundred
and I
thousand a year, over 400,000 a year. Man.
and I ain't gonna lie, to be in that group, I spent $500 a month just for stock information, just all type of stock information. I spent $500 a month. It's well worth shit. When you
Hell
hanging out with
yeah,
millionaires and listening to them,
yeah.
yeah. When you listening to millionaires, and a lot of folks, hey, a lot of folks be like, damn, $500 a month. But shit, that five hundred
Nah,
dollars a month put me in a position to where I ain't got the answer to nobody. That's for,
you got that
that's
right.
for
And shit,
damn sure.
you can travel at the drop of a damn dime. So
Drop
I
of a
know it's
dime
working.
at the
Shit.
drop of a dime. Yeah, yeah, the
Shit.
drop of a dime. Yeah, but like I said, that's
Shit.
where it started with that mindset, man. Shit, hey, that's the most important thing, that mindset. But if I suggest to anybody, like I said, those books me and Mister Name, them books cold. I don't know, Mister. You read that other book that Kiyosaki wrote? It's called "Why Do A Students Work for C Students?" That one cold
Mm.
too. That one
Nah,
cold too.
that one's on my list, but I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Oh, that one cold there. That Why Do A Students Work for C Students? That one cold
Hmm.
there. So he said basically
Man.
the C students kind of like the visionaries, and the A students, them the type of people that do everything by the book all the time, and all that type of stuff there. But he said the C students, they more like the visionaries. Like they can see big visions, and think long term and think big. You know?
Hmm. They see things outside of just the job that they're working.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
God damn. Yeah. Eh, So I'm gonna have to break through, bruh. I mean, that's the only way I'm seeing it.
And,
I'm not doubting at all. Some gonna bust through, bruh.
and it will, long as you believe in it, and keep pushing. Like I
Yeah.
said, and don't give up. Shit, man.
Mm,
Hey, don't give up. The time gonna go by anyway. Shit, that's my thing. Just do
so will.
shit. Shit.
Yep.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
And
Like I said, that trip to Sasua when I was sitting on the beach, that shit put a fire. That shit lit a fire in my stomach, man. The where I was like, man, shit, I got to do what the fuck. I got to figure some shit out to make this shit go faster to where I can get the fuck off this job. Like that
hmm.
shit lit a fire in my stomach, bro. And yeah, that shit lit a fire in my stomach, man. And you got to have that type of burning desire, man, to get there. You got to
Yeah,
have that type.
yeah.
You got to have that type of brand and design. Hey, shit, they said, man. I was listening to a YouTube video yesterday where a dude said, uh, he said, man, let me try to word. He said, the untalented, a person without talent that's motivated will get there quicker than a lazy person with talent. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? Yeah, yeah. He said, yeah. He said a dumb person that's motivated to get there quicker than a lazy
That's
person with
smart.
talent. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's
And,
that's that C student, that A student we
yeah,
was talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh,
that's
yep,
real.
yep,
It's real.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
A dumb person with drive will get there quicker than a smart person that's lazy. Yeah.
And a lot of this financial stuff, you don't need talent for it.
Yep.
It
And you
doesn't
don't need
it
to be
doesn't
the
take
expert. Yeah.
Yep, it doesn't take any talent to open up a Roth IRA. It doesn't take any talent to open up a high yield savings account and set up 10% of your paycheck in it every week. It doesn't take any talent to learn how to buy a rental property. You know, this is step one, step two, step three. You just follow the steps. Ain't no
Yep.
talent involved.
You ain't
Just
got to be the smartest person in the world to make $1 million.
No. Yeah, that's true, man. It's like I said, you just putting your money in the right spots, man, and not being scared on losing money. Cause hell, you're losing anyway when you buying all this liability. Buying some J's is a
yep.
liability. You can't really, I mean, unless you one of the types that's a sneakerhead, you buying them and you don't wear them, and then you reselling them. But other than that, it's a liability, man. So,
Man, Bam, you know what I'm scared of the most? I'm scared
what's
of being
that?
that old retired dude that's security guard at Walmart or the dope greeter. That scare me more than losing money, bro. For real. That shit does scare me more than losing some money, bro. For real. Being that old dude that didn't take no risk, that didn't take no real risk in life, bro.
Yeah.
And he got so secured and got to be a dope greeter or a security guard at part-time security guard. Hey, that's more scary than losing some money to me.
Yeah. It's funny, but I don't want to laugh because I know people like that.
Shit, yeah. I know a bunch of them
No, he
like that.
making
I
that
used to
shit
work
simple.
with them.
That's simple, bro.
Yeah, I used to work
Yeah.
with them.
And,
Yeah.
and then or some shit like that, bro. I don't want to be doing that shit. Real motherfucking smart or something,
You
bro, on
breaking
the
up.
beach,
You
man. Like
breaking up real
a
bad,
lot
Bam.
of
Hey, Bam, you breaking up real bad. Shit, I think you end up getting out.
Damn.
Yeah, you were breaking up
Because
real bad.
in the meantime, I was just gonna say, for everyone still listening, I have family members that were literally friends with millionaires who got their millions through real estate, and they
yeah, my bad,
offered to
guys.
teach them real estate, and they never did it.
Yeah. Is that fear, man? Hey, it's the fear and their comfort zone shit. Like a lot of folks, they scared to get out their comfort zone and hey, and the fear of stuff happening that probably ain't gonna even happen. That's what that's what stop people from being great. That stop people from being great, man. I got a lot of
Hmm.
friends like that that's scared to take that risk, but shit, they see how I'm living and shit, hey. Yeah, I said,
And they be
man,
sitting up there and they be sitting around asking you, like, man, what you do, bro? Like, bro, I've been telling y'all this shit and y'all
yeah,
just ignoring it, bro.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. hmm But yeah, that's my biggest fear there. Being that old dude, the dope greeter, that checking receipts and all that stuff over that you leave out the Kroger and all. Yeah, no, man, I can't. Yeah, I can't beat it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
I ain't
beat
trying to
it.
be that. I ain't trying to be that either. I don't want to be fixing no damn sandwiches. I don't want to be goddamn in no warehouse nowhere. I don't want to do that. I don't definitely want to drive no trucks. I got that hunger to get up out of it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'm counting my days down. Like, dude,
Yeah,
you either gonna
cause
go ahead and take this risk and put this money into what to their damn them coins and them goddamn portfolios, to them damn high yield savings
Mm-hmm.
account. Keep putting money into my IUL insurance and build
Mm-hmm.
capital in that shit. Shit, it's gonna bust, goddamn. I ain't even tripping off of it.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's
And one thing I will say too is I've been learning about getting a trust set up too.
mm-hmm.
That's what the
Mhm.
powerful people do. Like they get a trust set up, and what a lot of people do, they'll put all their assets under the trust and borrow against that trust to get money for they assets and stuff, to build
Mm-hmm.
their assets and all that stuff. Like say for instance, I've been seeing it a lot on TikTok where people they'll set up their own trust and put $1 million life insurance policy under the trust
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
borrow against that $1 million, and they'll buy high yielding assets that help them bring income in, like an apartment complex or something like that. Like I'm still learning about it, but I got me a trust set up like a few weeks ago. So
Oh
Mm-hmm.
shit.
and then that trust, what it'll do, it make things easier for if your kids, if something happened to you when you die too, whatever, you can have it set up to where your son, like I got mine set up to where my sister be in charge of it till my son turn like 28 or 30. Once
Mm-hmm.
if I pass away before then, so she'll be in charge of giving him a certain amount of money out of mine every month or whatever till he turned 30. I think that's I think when he about 30 or 28 or 30, he damn near probably be, depending on where his head is, he should be old enough to be able to handle some finances, stuff like
Well,
that.
my
Mhm.
IUL is similar to that. You know what I mean? It's a trucker's insurance, but he told me, at least invest into it for about a year to where I'm able
Mm,
to borrow against it. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
so,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think what I'm gonna do within a year, I'm gonna go ahead and just increase my limit. You know what I mean? So I can also be a millionaire just based off of that. So he also said he'll set me up a trust whenever I'm ready. I just got to get I guess my itinerary together for my trust in order to talk to him about it. So my representative said, man, just let me know when you want to increase like your premium, and then let me know what you want your trust to be written out to be,
yeah. And the
and I can
trust
pretty much go
protects
that
you
way.
too. It protects you too from like people trying to sue you and all that
Yeah,
type of stuff. There, yeah, it protect.
Mhm.
yeah,
They can sue you, but they can't do nothing with the
with the
trust.
trust.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
they can't do nothing against their trust. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. If
also
you
too,
buy
it
your
it, it,
house
it
in the name, yeah. Sorry. If you buy your house in the name of the trust, they can't take that from you either.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
like say in a divorce, for example.
hmm
yep.
yeah. One thing I like about this IUL I have is he said if something was to happen to me like like a major illness, I'm not able to work. Shit, they gonna just go ahead and give me like 70 bands real quick to until I can get myself healthy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Which is a substantial amount of money, but it's not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I
Mhm.
want to increase it, up to at least a meal, so that I can have a little bit more flexibility, just in case if it's a permanent disability or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's
in
what I
this
was
day and
telling
age.
you before to
Mm,
try to get it to 1 million when
Yeah,
you get it, because yeah, you
yeah,
get living benefits like that, and it's
yeah,
called a living benefit because you get it while you're still living. You don't have to wait
yeah.
till you die before you get benefits.
Exactly.
yeah, there's plenty of ways out here to get it, man. You just got to put your focus off into it. There's plenty of ways to get it. Like that's why I hate listening to these dudes bickering over this passport stuff and begging and all that type of stuff. That e-big and stuff like it. Ain't, in
Yeah.
this day and age, it ain't no excuse to to be broke, bro. It ain't no excuse, man. Shit, you just at this point, if you broke out here, you just ain't got the drive, bro. You just, it ain't no excuse. You ain't got to be the smartest person. Like you can be dumb. Hey, you don't got to be no genius to go to J.P. Morgan and just do like what Mr. Milton said. Just get some shit put into an account to where you don't even see it coming out your check. Like
Exactly.
it don't take no genius to do anything like that, man. It just yeah,
Well,
and that's
I tell you what, yeah, I wasn't no goddamn genius in here. He put me on some shit. You know,
yeah.
actually, I learned from both of you brothers, man. So that's why I'm glad both of y'all on here, to kind of share some of the information you come across to help younger guys like a potential Austin Holloman and maybe a Jay Raylan, which I don't think none of them are gonna listen. You know, we don't even have anybody on here. That just show you if I was talking negative or something that's kind of dramaphobic about
Mm-hmm.
them, niggas
Yep.
would be on here. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
y'all catch it on the playback. You know what I'm saying? There's a benefit for y'all to hear what these brothers are saying, man.
And that's why I said, Bam, at the beginning, before I even mentioned anything about investing, I said mindset more important to
Mindset.
me. Cause
Yeah.
I never forget
Sheesh.
like my brother in law, he see how I've been living and stuff. And he showed me his account and it had like 2,000 in it. And he was like, yeah, I need you to work that magic for me. And I told him, I was like, look,
What?
motherfucker, this ain't no magic shit. It wasn't no fucking magic, bro. This was 15 years of shit. Hey, living in a place that I really didn't want to live at and shit. There was no fucking magic involved in this shit. For real.
Yeah, that's a
Work the
sacrifice you
magic
made,
for
bro.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like this shit happened overnight, but shit, hey, I took some L's in the process of this
Man.
shit. Yeah.
But that show you how much attention he's been paying in those 15 years because he didn't realize. Damn, you know what I'm
I've
saying? Like
been
I
talking
really
about
haven't.
this shit.
I've been talking about this shit for 15 years, so you ain't
I've
even
been
paying
talking
attention to
about
time,
it.
bro.
Yep. I've been
Damn.
talking about it. And I had a cousin too. He was like, well, cuz if you can just help me, I just want to make enough money just to be all right. I said, well, you don't need to fuck with me then. I ain't in the
Yeah.
business of just being all right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in the business of just being all right. Yeah, hey, 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 I ain't saying I'm better than nobody, but that's why my name First Class King. I love a first
Yeah.
class lifestyle, and I like living like a king. I ain't better than nobody. Or nothing. I don't think I'm better than nobody, but that's my mindset. Shit, I was born a winner. And I'm a die a winner. Straight up.
And so your mindset is not in the 1800s.
Hell no, shit. It's 18 million. That's my motherfucking mindset. 18 million. Shit, hey.
Hey,
Shit,
it's
I
some
was,
people
I was born a
still
winner.
stuck
I'm
in
a die
slavery.
winner.
Yeah, they want to see you stuck in slavery, bro. Like, bro,
Yeah,
you
I'm
gotta get
saying,
out of
I
that
just want enough
shit.
just to be able to make it. Shit, and that's all you gonna get too. Shit,
That's
if
it.
that's all you want, that's all you gonna get. Shit, enough just to make it back. Shit, folks don't
That's
realize
it.
they be speaking this shit into existence, man. Shit.
Yeah, that's real talk, bro. Yeah, that's real, man. God damn. The power of the tongue, bro, and the power of
Hell
thought,
yeah,
man.
that
That
shit
shit, that
powerful. Hell yeah, it's
manifestation, bro.
powerful. Hell yeah, it's
Sheesh.
powerful. That's why I
Mm,
preach that mindset over anything. Shit, hey, if you ain't got the right mindset, I ain't fucking with you on shit on no investing. For real.
real talk.
Cause,
Yeah.
cause you
Yeah.
cause you gonna look for excuses to why it ain't working for you when you want it to work.
Hmm.
Cause it ain't gonna pop off when you want it to pop off. Shit.
No, no.
Hmm. And you ain't gonna do
Yeah.
everything you're supposed to do to
Yep,
make
if
it
you
That's
ain't
work.
real.
motivated. If you ain't motivated,
Mm,
you ain't gonna do everything you supposed to do. Yep.
Yep. Because I was best friends with someone, and I've been telling
mm-hmm,
him this stuff for 15 years my damn self. And
mm.
this freaking guy, he still ain't even got a car,
Damn.
and he works full time, overtime, all the time. He
Man.
still ain't even got no savings and no car, nothing. I'm like, damn.
And then ain't he the one that was coming to you borrowing money after doing all that work?
Yeah, he was
Mm.
the one coming borrowing money from me at a time when I ain't even have no job. But I was still able to help him out because I took care of my money, so I could have a job and and still be able to pay for things until I get to the next job.
I ain't gonna lie though, man. If I could, I really want I really want my lifestyle to be where I can, go to a place like Colombia or a place specifically like Thailand and be able to have 3 and 4 years worth of damn total expenses already up in the account. You know what I mean? And so
Hmm.
by those places being cheaper, that'll give you some wiggle room to not worry about whether or not your bills is paid. But at the same time, you still want money to still come in. You don't want to just, well, I'm gonna save up for 3 years worth of total living expenses, but then you ain't got nothing coming in. That's just defeating the purpose. Like you
Yeah.
gotta go back to work in 3 years, and then your
Yep.
work history
Yep.
ain't worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, on that point, people like Austin Holloman, y'all done put all that time into YouTube. Y'all better go and look at Philly Dom. You better go look at Passport Dog. These guys have did big time YouTubers, and they gotta now come home and work at a fish plant, and they gotta come home now and testify to y'all that they goddamn is completely broke. You know what I'm saying? So that
Yep.
ain't the right mindset. Going back to your point.
Yep. And
Hmm.
as far as long term goal, my long term goal to build up this passive income as much as possible, and at least want I at least want one property in each of the four. At least of the four countries that mainly everybody go to: DR, Colombia, Brazil, and Thailand. I know you got to marry one of them chicks or something to have a property in Thailand, but I at
Yeah.
least want at least the main three: DR, Colombia, and Brazil. I want my own property in each one of them paid for.
What
You know,
In Thailand, you're gonna order. You gonna old chick told me that. She said you gonna own like 49%. She gonna get 51% because she's
yeah.
Thai. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. Now here's the other thing about Thailand. All of that what you said is true, but in Thailand you are allowed to buy a condo in your name. You can't
I
buy a
was cheating.
house, but you can buy a condo in your name.
Yeah.
But shit,
It's
that's why
that
I roll
soil,
with that
goddamn.
then. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
roll
Me
with that
too.
then. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. I don't want to own no soil shit. Just give me a condo. I'm straight.
Yeah, yep,
I don't want to do no upkeeping. I don't want to be cutting down no
yep,
trees. I don't want to do none of that shit.
yep. That's why I want property in all four of those countries when it's all said and done. That's why I want property in all four of those countries.
Well,
Yep,
shit, on some
I had
personal
the
shit
same
though,
thing in
that'll be
mind.
good. Yeah, that'll be good. You do some, to get everybody freed up. Goddamn hell, you get a group of guys with that mindset, and they just all chip in and just buy one property. You know what I mean? And hell, then you branch off from there. You can Airbnb that chick out. You know what I mean? And hell, you spread to the next property, and then
No, speaking of that, bro, I was just looking at a video last night on how they got started. Airbnb. They said, man, the B and B stand for bedding and breakfast. I ain't know that shit, bro. It said
you said
Airbnb. It stand for
it
bread,
started with what?
bedding and
Bread.
bedding and breakfast. And what they did was, these two dudes didn't have no money, but they had an apartment, and it was this big convention or something, and they put beds and shit in different rooms and rented out the rooms to people who came, who couldn't get a room, who couldn't get a hotel or something for this certain convention. They were like they needed some money, so they rented out their rooms, and that's how Airbnb got started. And they included breakfast and shit with it too, and that's
Damn.
how I got started. Yep,
Hmm,
I
Wow. It
said,
sounds
dang.
like your
damn.
boy. It sound like your boy, Mister that started that house hacking stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting ready to say. That is exactly what house
Sheesh.
hacking is.
Yep.
Boy.
But that part in the book where you're, well, not just that part. The author of that book that I told you about house hacking, he got a he
Mhm.
got a single family house, but it had a
Mhm.
whole bunch of rooms, and that's probably what
Mhm.
the founders of Airbnb did. They probably had a house that had like I don't know, like 8 rooms or something, and they live in 2 rooms themselves and then rent out the other 6,
Other
and that's
two,
how they
other
made that
six. Yeah.
money. Yeah, however many they got. But yeah, that's house hacking.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, going back to that, man, the interest rates, the Fed shared and dropped it 25%. I think it was called BPA or whatever it is. He dropped it 25%, but he said it's going to be about 2 or 3 more cuts to that interest rate before he get out of there in May. So, um, being able to get that having affordable housing is going to be good here soon once they keep dropping that interest rate, guys. So
Yeah.
property is
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. Trump had to put the vice scripts on his ass and getting to drop that shit on them interest rates. And not only that,
Hey,
to me, I think that's what a trickle down the Fed on that on the credit card interest rates too. Being able to borrow
mhm.
money.
See, I made some
Mm.
bread that day when he announced them right. That Jerome Powell, when he announced that shit, hey,
Hmm.
day traders made so much money after he announced that shit.
Shit, the last 2 days, goddamn, what was that? Thursday and Friday. Bruh, I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I made like $200. I mean, it ain't a lot of money because I ain't really. I mean, I got some money in, but hell, I made $200 a piece on my damn Fidelity and my Charles Schwab a piece.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I looked up, I said, whoa, look at this shit, bro.
Yep.
Man, yeah, but that shit, ain't nothing wrong with goddamn just letting that money do what it do. You know what I mean? Y'all out here, goddamn, looking for EBT cards and complaining about he ain't giving out no more welfare.
Man,
Man,
worried
you better go
about
to work, man.
reparations and shit, man. All that reparations.
You need your mindset repaired. That's what reparation needs to start right there in your mind.
Yep. That's what I said. Before helping anybody, if they ain't got the right mindset, I don't even waste my time. If you
Yeah.
ain't got the right mindset, it ain't gonna work for you anyway. If you got like a negative mindset to where you see the market go down $1 and you ready to take it out and all that shit, bro, like
Yeah.
nah, man.
Yeah. Shit, I
Yeah,
lost
nah.
$200 one time here. I ain't even care about. I said, shit, I blew goddamn $200 on fucking cologne. So what the fuck? That don't mean shit, you
Shit.
know.
Before I got pretty decent at this day trading, I was taking L's in this shit. But like I said, it was a learning process. It was a learning process.
Mm,
You stick with something long enough, you gonna get better at it. It ain't no choice, no matter what it is. If you stick with some shit long enough, eventually you gonna get better at it.
hmm Yeah. Hopefully these guys, they ain't here. Hell, goddamn Cortez supposed to be here. He said, maybe do a stream on finances, man. I need you, bruh. You should
But
have
you
been
know
here to
what
make
though?
sure.
I don't think he really even talked that much on YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think he really talking nothing that much on YouTube anyway. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, they'll get it on the playback,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's
But
true
hey,
when you yeah.
once you learn this stuff, it doesn't go away. People
Mm-mm.
can't take it away from you. So
Yep.
even if you're in a point where you lose and you got to recover, you still got the knowledge and you know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what you need to
Yep.
Yeah,
do.
catch it on that
So
playback,
yeah,
man.
take the time to learn as much as you can.
Well,
Yep.
guys,
Most definitely.
finishing thoughts, man. We can get off this thing. It was a very fruitful conversation.
Well, to get me started, like I said, main thing just focus on improving your mindset. And once you improve your mindset, shoot, the sky's the limit. There really ain't no limits once you improve your mindset, get a positive mindset, think big, and take action. That's all I got to say.
Shit, word. What you got for us, Mister?
Hey, Bam, I got to get off, man. My sister called me.
All right, bro. I appreciate you for coming through, man. Sharing the wisdom.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you got for us, Mister? We're gonna land this plane real quick. Can you hear me? I think you done cut out, Mister.
Oh, here we go.
If, okay, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, just came back in, so I didn't hear anything that was just said for like the
Nah,
past
he was
minute.
just saying that Yeah, just fix your mindset, and take action basically.
Okay. Well, yeah, I agree. And that's what Rich Dad Poor Dad focuses on. That book, it's mostly
Mhm.
about mindset because
Mhm.
it's pretty much everything First Class said. You ain't gonna do if you ain't got the right mindset. You ain't gonna do what you're supposed to do. You're gonna quit soon as you get some resistance. Soon as you lose something, you ain't gonna go back to it, and all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
You just won't end up doing what you need to do if you ain't got the right mindset. But once you do, learn as much as you can, and you're gonna always have that information. Nobody can ever take it from you, and you can use it when and where you want to.
Mhm. Yeah, that's definitely spot on. I think hopefully a lot of these people don't get into a corner to where they end up with an injury, as in they get completely homeless, or they become disabled, or something that's going to really hinder them from being able to get ahead in life. So every
Hmm.
second and every minute you take, you want to be trying to ensure that you can secure your future. You know what I mean? Because you never know what lies ahead on that. So don't be sitting on your ass, man, and looking for a genie to blink our eyes to make you successful, because it don't work that way. And oftentimes, a lot of people have that particular mindset when they walk around here in their everyday life. They looking for a 10-cent raise or whatever on their job, when they could get some investments in the stock market or some stocks that will give them more than that 10 cent. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Per day. So you got to think in terms of how you can make it easier for yourself versus working manually all the time, super hard. Because right now we both doing, manual labor, being truck drivers or whatever. But do we want to remain like that? To me, and I guess to you as well, then no,
Nope.
that's not what we're trying to do. So we've
Nope.
given y'all some tools, man, and some inspiration all at the same time. If you don't execute from there, then that's on you. That's not because you didn't hear from somebody.
Yeah. And I was never meant to stay in truck driving as long as I have, but it's
Mhm.
something that I use to accomplish a bunch of other goals.
Mhm.
And I'm on my way out of it now because, now I got to get off the road. Like it's now or never. But yeah, I still know this investing stuff and I'm still going to do it. I'm just not going to do it with trucking anymore.
Mhm. Trucking is a good fallback, just in case you. Well, at least that's how I'm thinking of it.
That's
Because, like
right.
you said, the information doesn't go away. But I just want to have that as a major emergency, or just an emergency. Let me just say, I ain't gonna say major, but just an emergency. I get down to
Yeah.
my last $3,000 or something. Hey man, I'm gonna get my ass back in trucking, because I know trucking can definitely build my bank account up faster than your above average jobs. I do know that. So
Absolutely.
that's the way I kind of view trucking at this point in my life, even though I haven't been
Yeah.
driving that long.
Yeah, and I'm even though I'm getting out of trucking, I'm going to maintain that CDL.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going I'm not going to let that expire.
Mm-mm.
Whenever it's due, I'm going to freaking renew it, whether I got
Mm-hmm.
$1 million in the bank or not. It don't matter. I'm gonna renew it. And then furthermore, since I got so much experience in it, instead of actually driving the truck, I've been looking into leveraging that into something else. Because I
Mm-hmm.
found that there's all this stuff that you can do remotely in trucking to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been looking
Broker.
into doing that more and more. Yeah, broker is one of them. Logistics coordinator,
Mm-hmm.
another one. Dispatcher, another one. I don't want to do dispatch though, but I'm looking into other things. And there's plenty of stuff you can do. whether it's going there, doing it physically, or just doing it online. And I'm literally in the middle of looking into that some more right now.
Yeah, you don't
But
have to
yeah,
worry about the
I'm gonna keep that.
so-called
Yeah,
requirements either. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because you already got the experience. Me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I got 1,000,000 miles. I'm probably closer to 2,000,000 than I am to 1,000,000, to be honest, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And 1,000,000 is enough. 1,000,000
I
is
know
more
I'm
than
pretty.
enough, actually.
I know I'm pretty close to that damn 1 million. As much as I've been damn driving these last almost 5 years,
Mhm.
I've been killing the game, bro.
Yep.
But
And just like my trainer told me when I first started driving, hey, once you got that experience, you could basically just walk into a job and demand top pay.
mm-hmm. And you always with a job
And that
because
always
hell,
stuck.
as y'all know, I can always leave as long as I want out the country, and I'm gonna have a job waiting on me when I get back. Cause the only thing I have to do is just reapply the damn application or apply
Yep.
somewhere else. So
Yep. And the way you do it, it is one job, but if you wanted to expand or anything, shit, you have 20 jobs waiting for you
so do.
with your experience that you got.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I was telling my sons the other day. I said, man, don't think that you're gonna fail if you decide you don't even want to finish college. The fact that I did what I did with this trucking, you ain't gonna never fall. You can go in and jump right into a damn truck right now where I'm at and make you 70, 80,000 a year. So
Mhm.
you ain't gotta worry about failing. You know, just use this as a backup plan just in case you get tired of college. You know what I'm saying? So don't let nobody tell you that trucking is beneath you or you know you could do much better in life. Well, them same people is probably a manager at Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
yeah, don't listen to them. Listen to me. I've been there. I know what it can do.
Mhm. Yeah. And I say the same thing about trucking, but I also speak on trades in general. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you could be an electrician and make some real good money. And actually, to
Mm-hmm.
go to school to learn it, you get paid to learn it.
Mm-hmm. Welding
So
and all
shit.
that.
Yep, welding, electrician, plumber, carpenter. There's all kind of trades out there. If you tech savvy, you could learn the code. You can do all kinds of stuff and make money. So college ain't the end all be all. And honestly, I've been saying for years, unless you go into college for specific things like a lawyer or a doctor where that's required, don't
Yeah.
go to college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know, you ain't supposed to say that out loud, but man, I done been there and done that, and that's the conclusion I came to when I was probably 20 years old by that time.
Mm-hmm.
Already saw, hey, if you ain't pursuing one of them degrees, you don't need to be going to college, wasting your money and your time. Shoot, go
Exactly.
into a trade.
And only few people gonna be doing them type of jobs anyway. It ain't open for everybody.
Yep, ain't open for everybody.
Mm-mm.
Now, I strongly, strongly doubt that I will ever go to college again. But if I did, I know I would only pick from a handful of things.
Mm.
Because, yeah,
I
not
ain't
every
even try.
degree is created equal.
I ain't gonna try to reinvent the wheel. I'm where I'm at, and the only thing I can see myself doing now is going up. I've been at the depths of the depths, not worse than some other people, but I'm pretty satisfied where I'm at in life, and I'm optimistic about where I'm going. So, I don't see myself going beneath
Hmm.
what I've already accomplished. Again, just like I said with trucking, which is the most money I've ever made. for an extensive amount of time, And
Me too.
so I look at it like, why would I go back down from that and go back to my barbershop, owning a barbershop? Like, that'd just be hustling backwards. So this
Mhm.
point is all about, okay, I'm making enough money. What am I going to do with it? Am I going to put some life into my dead presidents? Or I'm going to keep them dead in just a regular savings account and thinking that I'm really getting ahead in life? Because I got about $2,000 or $3,000 in the bank. Like, nah, you gotta put them presidents to work, man. You gotta get them to dance a little bit.
That's right. Yeah. Once you know better, you do better.
Hmm.
Yeah. Shoot, and
And
you
one,
you learning stuff that I don't know. You're talking crypto with this Thai woman. Shit, you could
yeah,
teach
I'm gonna
me
talk to you
about
about
that.
that on the. Oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna tell you. I was gonna holler at y'all about that. You know what I mean? I knew I just on some. You know how I was the other day when I hit you up. I was just excited. Man, look,
Mhm.
should have made me some money. I'm like, whoa, hold on now. You if you talking about putting money in my pocket, I'm about to keep your ass around for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, she gonna be
Mhm.
my girlfriend when I get y'all. Trust me, you. So
Yeah.
you can call me a simp. You can call me whatever you want to call me, but I seen her bottom line in that damn crypto, buddy. And the asset said she damn near pushing 100 grand just a damn trade, buddy. So
Damn.
you can say what you want. You can believe what you want to believe. Call me a simp, whatever. You can suck my rod and swallow an egg. I'm gonna get that information, buddy. You know what I mean? And she happy, and like before she went to bed, cause she went to bed about an hour ago before I got on. Um, you know what I mean? She told me, hey, just be ready tomorrow. She damn near like a coach. Like shit, we gonna, cause you talking about a bull rush is coming. How much more capital can you put in? Well, shit, I probably put another maybe 1,000 in there. You know what I'm saying? Just a woo woo. She's like, okay, good. That's good. That's good. Her whole objective is trying to make me more money so that when I get to Thailand, that I offer just the trades, I should be sitting at about 20 or 30. Well, really, she said more than that, but I'm just, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm sitting there looking like, man, I don't believe this mother. She ain't finna make me that kind of money. If
Shit, if she do,
tomorrow
that's
is
great.
more than what I made, hell yeah, it's great. Shit, I'm telling you, I'm not finna get in no trucking, bro. And look, if she make me that kind of money before, she said, before you arrive, I'm gonna make sure you make this. If she does that, or even anywhere close to it, if she even made me like 15 bands, she ain't even gotta get me the 40 or 50 that she said. If she helped me with 10 bands, I ain't gonna do no more when I get to Thailand and stick up under her and get her to keep trading them 10 bands for me.
Mhm.
And guess what? If your ass sitting over there, you gonna get some of that work too, cause she gonna meet me at the airport. So yeah,
Yeah.
she gonna meet me at the airport.
Cause
So
yeah, I never even heard of crypto until 2017 when I first went to Thailand. And while I was over there, I was studying it and all that, but I just didn't grasp it.
uh,
And I haven't really found anyone that could explain it to me so I could understand, like how it works and what to do with it and all that. But if I do learn it, I'll do it. But I just
no,
I just don't know
being
about
a,
it.
here's the beautiful thing about it though, Mister. I don't know shit about it. Didn't know nothing about it. But what she's doing is showing me how she does it. Let
Mhm.
her be the motherfucker read the data and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, yeah, I mean it's probably safer if you learn how to read the data, but shit, she the one successful. She been doing this shit 5 years, and she's sitting on a damn near 100 grand as a Thai woman.
Mhm.
You know what
And
I
that's
mean?
well,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of late in the stream. I guess I could curse a little bit.
Yeah, it's over
I
with. Yeah.
stopped myself. Well, I was about to say that's a shitload of money in Thailand.
You got that
Shit,
right.
50 grand, 70 grand, 100 grand. That's like $1 million over there.
Hey, check this out. Her peoples, right, own a goddamn what they said, a durian orchard.
Mhm.
They own the motherfucker, and all the little small merchants buy from them. So she know business.
Yep.
And she told me straight up, like, look, when you get here, find out what you know what I'm saying, just based off of your field. She said, let me know what you think would be comfortable to invest your money in that you gonna make off of this coin. She said, I'll give you advice on what to be smart and profitable. And I was like, okay, cool. So my mindset is, I want to be like, you know, when you make that kind of money for me over there, but I wouldn't mind add more to it. So if I said, look, I told her, I said, look, if I come back here for about 6 more months and add a little bit more to the pie, you know what I mean? I want to take the majority of that money and put it back into them coins or whatever. Matter of fact, let me see. I got to, man, listen. That motherfucker got me tripping, bro. She got all my nose, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Her whole thing is trying to get me some money. I think she's trying to
Ain't
keep me
nothing
in
wrong with
Thailand,
that.
to be honest. She's trying to keep me in Thailand, buddy. She's trying to keep me
Probably
in
is.
Thailand, man. Yeah. You think I'm a renege? Nope. Making that kind of money. Hold on, let me see if I can find. Okay. They have these the interest, because like I'm trading from the Bitcoin to the Etherums. And so you have a 60S, you got a 160S, okay? I mean a 120S. The 60S is a 15% interest that you get off of the money that comes in. The 60S, that's where I'm at right now. Between 600 and I think she said like 9,000. You got to be in between that range to get the 15% interest.
Hmm.
When you're 120S, that's a 20%. You get 20% interest with $10,000. No, you
Hmm.
start off with the 60S. You got the 60S. You start off with at least $100. The 120S is 10,000. You got to have at least a lease of $10,000 to get the 20% interest off that. 180S, you got to have 50K in that, which you get 25% interest off the money that come in. Then you got the
That sounds
300S.
good.
Yeah, that's 30% interest, but you gotta have 100 bands. Now she's almost at a 300S, bro.
Damn.
This chick got almost 75,000 in her available balance.
Hmm. Yeah, and just to put that in perspective, anything 8% or over is considered a good return
Mm-hmm.
in interest. 8% or more is a good return. So you said 20%,
Mm-hmm.
30%? Shit.
Mm-hmm. You talking about millionaires, man? These people 30M, a 300S. You gotta have at least 100,000 in your capital. Your capital with them, and you get a 30% interest kickback. Then you got a 30M, which is 40% interest, but you got to have at least 200,000 in your capital. A 24H is 50% interest kickback. You got to have about 500,000 in the bank or in for your capital.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what she's doing with me is showing me how to set it up and how to actually do the trade. And she's like, for now, let's do that. Let me show you how to set it up, how to withdraw your money, how to invest the money, how much to invest based off of the reading of the market. And once she gives you the nod, which is like the timeline that she say, hey, go ahead and hit the button now. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
she can't speak really good English. So what she do is just tell me to screenshot each step as she's showing me. That's how she's teaching me. Screenshot it. And then when I screenshot it, she'll highlight, okay, do this or hit this next. And then she'll
Yeah.
say, okay, put this amount in, and it's just walking me through the process. So I think eventually she's gonna teach me how to read that goddamn that graph, that whatever she's looking on. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But right now, I'm gonna just ride off. I'm gonna lick the bowl, man. I'm gonna lick the bowl, man. Sorry, but
Yeah.
that's where I'm
But
at
yeah,
with it.
she she's starting you off with baby steps, so
Mm-hmm.
you get to learn how to do it on your own and build it up.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna be the one with 300S.
You got that shit right. Yeah. Don't think I ain't, cause I'm
Mhm.
hungry. You see how I was moving when you was talking that, when we was talking about that, them accounts and shit, bro. I got money just sitting there. Tell me exactly what I need to do, and you got to drive in and say, okay, I'm already opening the app right now, downloading it. Man, I'm
Yep.
already setting up my. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, I don't
Yep.
play around with
And
this shit.
like I said, when you got that kind of attitude, shit, people that know stuff are happy to teach you whatever they know.
Mm-hmm.
Cause a lot, cause a lot of people, you can teach them exactly what they need to do, but they ain't gonna take action on nothing that you said, and you
Mm-hmm.
end up just wasting your time. But you got somebody hungry like you that's gonna take action like that, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we gonna dump all that knowledge on you.
Trust me, bro. When I get to Thailand, like, she had thrown a little joke at me. Said, "You can come stay with me." Now she got a condo, nice little condo. I got to thinking like, damn, should I get me a fucking apartment or do I want to stay in Bangkok? Cause I can take that motherfucking money, bro. Like, hey, I was thinking about I'm gonna get my own spot, but man, I got to thinking like, shit, if she gonna be
Yeah.
goddamn giving me the bread, I'm gonna go ahead and shit, take that little bread and shit, keep on investing in shit and have. Cause she said she trade like 20 days out of the month. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So the other little 11 days, she said she don't do nothing. Cause
Yeah,
she's busy reading, you know what I mean, what's going on.
that's pretty much the weekends of every month. That's 8
Mm-hmm.
days right there,
Mm-hmm.
and the market ain't even open. But
Nope.
yeah, get your own place,
Oh
especially
yeah,
if
I'm
you
gonna
want
definitely
that
get my
shit
own
to
place.
last,
Mm-hmm.
cause yeah, female
Nah, I ain't.
nature. In that case, female nature is still female nature.
Yeah, it is. Nah, she got mad at me the other day when I told her she when she had mentioned it, I had told her I was like, shit, nah, I don't go move in with no chick, you know what I mean? She said, well, I don't
Mhm.
move in with no man, and she started laughing, but I knew she was offended by it, you know what I mean? And it may be just culture, but I told her, I said, no, over here, we don't, a man typically don't do that. So nah, I'm
Mhm.
good on that. Now I told her she can come and visit me. We can go to Phuket and look different shit like that. But I'm gonna have my own spot now. We gonna damn sure do that. Now the other shit, she can come in and help. You know what I mean, like cook or whatever at the spot that I have or something like that. But yeah, she she
Mhm.
uh yeah she definitely on top of her shit, man. Like I said, she trying to get me that bread. And she kind of got upset with me because I did it too fast, and she was really trying to make me a little bit more money. She's like, yeah, if you probably would have held off until and I was like, maybe off like 2 minutes, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
she's like, if you would have held off, maybe you would have got about 200 or 300 extra dollars. So I said, damn, I fucked up. I only got 150.
Well, yeah. Well, at least you know now.
Mm-hmm.
So you do it better next time. But that's gonna keep
Yeah.
happening along the way, and you're gonna learn them little lessons, and they all gonna add up to you making bigger and bigger profits.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I gotta read the numbers. Yeah. When she tell me to do it, but she gonna walk that thing all the way back, man, so I can yeah, she dropping all of the steps and shit. I gotta go. Okay, I know how to convert it, but yeah, she's into the trading that gold and Etherums and all that shit. So we just only doing Etherums right now, but she gonna eventually tell me about how to get into that gold, cause she's invested in
Hmm.
that too.
All right, and I fully acknowledge that you from Alabama. So let's ask a question for clarity. Are you talking about Ethereum?
Ethereum, yeah, yeah, I mispronounced it.
Okay.
Yeah, The
All right.
Ethereum, yeah. I think the what they call it, the tick is the ETH, yeah, Ethereum. So we
Yeah.
go from the Bitcoin to the Ethereum coin. That's what we
All
trade
right.
now. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I've heard about that one, and I keep hearing that it's one of the best ones out there.
The
So
Ethereum,
yeah,
yeah,
you're on the right track if you trading that one.
yeah, yeah. Cause she had me to convert it over from. I had to go to the Cash App. She had me to go from the Cash App, put money into the Cash App, take that money out of the Cash App, go into this app called. Let me look it up real quick. I put some in this thing called Coinbase, an app
Coinbase.
called Coinbase. But the one we actually trade from is called OnChain. You know what I mean? So
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
OnChain, yeah. So she got me trading it from. She had me to transfer the Cash App into Bitcoin, and then from the Bitcoin from the Cash App, she had me to go and transfer it to the OnChain app, and from the OnChain app, it goes into this. I guess it would be classified as a sub app from the OnChain, or
Mhm.
maybe this is an aspect of that app. But anyway, it transfers the Bitcoin into the Ethereum, basically.
Okay.
So the money by my Ethereum just sitting in there, I think I may have lost. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look at it. Let me tell you. It's been over the weekend, and she said in 5 days, we're gonna see a bull rush. I don't know what that means. I guess she's gonna tell me what that means. But hold on. Let me see. Let me see how much I lost just from the ETF. What is that? ETFETH.com. I don't know what that is.
ETF,
I just,
ETH.
it's ETFE as an elephant, TH. I don't know if that's a tick or not, but
All
you
right.
have to
I
go
never
on.
heard of that.
Yeah, you had to go on that to see what your Ethereum looking like.
Mhm.
Yeah, for y'all that say that women overseas don't like us and they just want your money and all that shit. Nah, this chick trying to help me make money. Fuck y'all.
Mhm.
Show you how much y'all know, dummies.
How, how many women in the states helped you make money?
They ain't gonna help you make no money.
They take money.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've lost 7 cents
Damn.
since she closed. So since I closed it down because it was at six. It was 6.99, like 6.99.50. Now it's 6.99.43. So
Mhm.
yeah, so it don't lose. My point, I guess, it don't seem like it loses money when you know how you just have your shit just sitting there to see what it does for the day. Um,
Yeah.
it looked like it's a slower uh data thing or whatever. So I only
Mhm.
lost 7 cents
Yeah, it
since
doesn't just
Friday.
fall off the cliff all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it's stable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting, man. I was, she only gonna do it twice in that one day. You know what I mean? Like she gonna do 2 trades real quick, and then she out of there. You know what I mean? And my
Mhm.
memory served me correctly. I think she did that shit before the afternoon, before like people go to lunch or whatever. It seemed like the
Mhm.
market just kind of take a L when they hit that lunch period. You know.
Mhm. So she just does
So
2 trades before lunch, and then she's done for the day.
she done, and she made 2 grand. I show it to you. She made two
Shit,
grand, buddy. She made 2 grand, daddy. Yeah.
man,
She
you learn
yeah
how to
she
do
made.
that. That's the
I'm telling you,
ultimate. That's the
that's
ultimate
what
remote job right there.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, bro, if it go like I think it's gonna go in Thailand, and if she, because we got enough time between now and December. You know what I mean? I told her, I said, man, look, matter of fact, let me read this message, man. Man, this chick, she a handful, bro. Hold on, I gotta go back to it. She was telling me about the shabu and shit they be having and whatever. She be going to that. It's like a little eatery and shit.
Oh, shabu shabu.
Yeah, the shabu, yeah.
I
She
think
like, I'm
I've
gonna say
done
she.
that one time ever, but I definitely want to do that again.
Yeah, she talking about she want me. She asked me what colors I like. I told her my colors. She like, look, I'm gonna give you one of them damn Thailand garbs and shit. So that's gonna come up on some content too, y'all. She gonna give me a damn a Thai garb or shirt or whatever. She call it a dress, but I don't like shit. I don't wear no
The
dresses now.
traditional clothing.
Yeah. She gonna give me like a red one made, red and gold. I
Hmm.
told her give me a red, gold, or red and gray. Give me a red and gray one. She's like, okay.
Oh
She'll give me
snap!
a red and gray one. I gotta read what she says she gonna.
Yeah, I know those things have a name, but I'm forgetting the name. Shoot,
Man,
I'll get me
where
one
is it?
too.
Yeah. And she gonna go get my skin treated because I want to get these moles off my face. She said, yeah, you can go to my people. When she said my people, the place she go to, the spa she go to. She's
Hmm.
like, yeah, you can get that done real easy for the cheap. I said,
Hmm.
okay, well set it up for me. You know what I mean?
See, that's the kind of stuff you don't learn just from reading a book. That's why it's
No.
important to talk to the locals because they tell you stuff that you ain't gonna find nowhere else.
Mm-mm. They sure ain't. You ain't gonna. I mean, and that's another reason why I like the pregame before I go there, cause you just like situations like that, you just don't know, man, who you gonna run across, and and the thing is, she ain't never been with no black dude. She ain't even been with no American.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
she ain't.
you introduce her to her, she ain't gonna
Oh
go
yeah,
back.
yeah, she believe in loyalty. I said, okay, well, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and beat me and shit. We gonna be straight. I ain't finna create no representative now. I'm gonna be me, and either you like it or not. I mean, I may make some concessions and different changes based off of culture or something like that. Maybe some eating habits or whatever. But my basic moral principles and shit that ain't gonna pretty much change. Now I told her I did want to learn about her
Hmm.
religion and history and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to get to learn her
Buddhism.
a little bit more. Yeah, Buddhism. Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
should. I like Buddhism.
yeah.
And
I'm
going
like,
to the temple over there is a pretty popular thing for a lot of people when they get to Thailand because they're
mhm,
called a Wat. It's not called a temple. It's called a Wat, like WAT. People
mhm.
go to the Wat all the time, and I've been to a bunch of them. I got videos and pictures and stuff. Yeah, it's a very interesting experience, even for someone like me who's not religious. But coincidentally, in high school, I had to do a report on Buddhism, so I actually know a whole lot about it.
Yeah, that's the one religion I have, and Confucianism I haven't. Those two I have yet to do any type of deep dive on it. But I don't really know any basics of it. I just want to hear it from her perspective and go from there. But I'm trying to
Hmm.
figure out this message, man. I gotta find it, and I'm gonna screenshot it to you. Uh, yeah, man. Yeah. Man, I'm just gonna be honest. If she gonna make that kind of money, man, I probably won't be coming back to the states for it. A little second.
Shit,
You know what I'm
I wouldn't.
saying? I'm gonna be.
I stay the fuck over there. You wouldn't see my
That's
ass.
what. See, hey, I'll tell you, man. Hey. And she said it was USD because I was like, "You sure they ain't bot?" She's like, "No, this USD." I said, "Wow, this
Hmm.
motherfucker got that money, boy." She said, "I
Yep,
don't see
I
how you
already,
work like that."
yeah, I already been said. If I find something that works for me, like whether it be just investing or like you're doing with that, or if it's just a remote job of some kind and it works for me, shit, I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
that. I'll go over there, and that's what I'm doing, and I ain't coming back.
Well, I'm gonna put you on, bro. Trust me. I'm just trying to be the hound dog on it. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
and yeah. So if she, hold on, let me see. Okay, hold on. For example, the transactions. Okay, let me read this real quick on what the 120 is. She said, for example, the 120S transaction not, which is when she tells you to hit the button or whatever. She said requires you to have at least 10,000 in capital to enter the trade, and you can make a 20% profit per trade. Now, you could potentially, she said per trade, so that's mean you can come up with 40% in those two trades that you're doing that day. All right, so meaning your profit is
Hmm.
2,000 per trade. That's 4 bands. So she said, at least before you come to Thailand, you will have almost. Let me read that part again. She said, at least before you come to Thailand, you will have almost 40 to 50,000 from trading. Ha ha ha.
Damn.
Ha ha
Yeah.
ha.
I would not come back. I would not come back.
Hey, listen. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I'm gonna send it to you now. She said it, bro.
Yep.
I said, man, listen.
That that
I'm
ticket would be
telling
a
you.
one-way ticket.
I'm telling
I
you.
promise you that.
Yeah, yeah. I said, look, I said, seriously? She said, yes, serious. I'm serious. Do you think I'm joking? I said, do you trade daily? She said, at least 20 days per month. She said, I said, also, when I'm in Thailand, I can continue to trade. She said, when? Now we have 3 months. Ha ha ha. Basically, like, nah, you ain't gotta wait till you get here. Nah, you got 3 months to get this bread. You know what I'm saying? Then she said, and I can help you make more profit in the meantime. At least it's part of the fun. And there's a lot of talk about a lot of activities to do. Then I said, of course, we will continue to trade now. But I was saying, this is me talking. I said, but I was saying I will continue when I'm in Thailand. That will allow me to stay longer. Then she said, I'm going to make some adjustments. No, no, I said, no, this is me saying, I'm sorry. I said, I'm going to make some adjustments so I can put more in so I can profit more. I see your numbers. And then I had the bulging eyes. And then she responded back to one of my messages. She said, that is a good idea. And I'm willing to help you make more profits and save more money before you come to Thailand. And she said, that's because you're a good friend and someone I feel is a safe space for me. Having such a good friendship is a good thing, and I want to keep it that way. Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, bro, like I show it to you. I ain't, sheesh. I'm just trying to get y'all to understand, man. Like this travel shit ain't no game. You got people on the ground that's got some insight on some shit, and either you gonna sit around and mope and cry and moan about some shit that you ain't gonna change because you ain't got no real plan, or you gonna get on this wagon, bro. It's gonna be one of the two. Yeah. But yeah, man. That's the word of that, y'all. That's the gospel that I'm dropping on you. Um, I'm gonna see what they do,
Can you
and
still
and
hear
check
me?
this out though. Yeah, I can hear you now. You seem like you went. Yeah, you definitely
Okay.
went out. Now go ahead.
Yeah,
What you
it
saying?
went out for a little bit. Yeah, I was just saying, me traveling to the places that I've traveled, especially Thailand, a lot of it was about learning about money. I would go into it. Because think about it like this: people that are over there living there, they figured out some kind of way to be able to stay over there. So
Mm-hmm.
I knew that going in. So I said, hey, the more these kind of people I talk to, the more I'm going to learn. And so I would trade information with them, like, hey, I know this about the stock market. What can you tell me about how you make money to stay over here? And
Mm-hmm.
they would tell me what they know, and that's how I learned some more stuff. That's how I found out about drop shipping, actually. That's one
Mm.
of the things I learned, where you don't have to keep your own inventory, and you can just sell products not just in your own country but all over the world to make a whole bunch of
Mm-hmm.
money. That's how this African dude that I met over there, he's a South African dude. He showed me what kind of money he was making. This dude made $15,000 a week in drop shipping.
Damn.
And he had it set up to where he made his own website to get it. He didn't have to use Shopify.
Mm.
He has made his own website and got all that
It's a
money.
certainty. It's a certainty I won't be coming back this motherfucker no time soon. If I made that kind of bread, and I could sit on
Yep.
my ass and go to work. I mean, go work out and go eat some good food and go enjoy life and go travel different countries. And thing is too, she's a traveler too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she done been
Yeah.
to some places. All right.
Yeah, she done been to a few places. Yeah, she said she went to the Netherlands. She been to Europe and she been to Bali, but she want to go to other places. And she was like, she said, what would it take for me to come to America? I said, well, I really don't want you to come here. And she was like, she said, well, I have a friend that's there, you know, a female friend or whatever. I said, oh, okay. She said, but you think it'll be easy for me? I said, I don't know the process, you know, whatever. She said, well, I got money to pay for the, you know, I'm sure it's going to be a money-based thing. You know, I have the money to get there. I'm like, shit. She said that shit was ease, bro.
Yep. I know one
Damn.
of my people from Thailand, a Thai person. She was trying to go to Chicago, and I know she had to go buy a visa and wait like
Mm-hmm.
2-3 months to get it approved so that she could come to the States. And she actually spent all the money and waited all that time, and they didn't even approve the visa. So yeah, it could be difficult for her.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I told her, don't get wrapped up in that right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's stick on this trade real quick. We'll get there when we get there. Shit. If you say, I told her, I said, if you who you say you will, and you can do what you say you can do, then who knows what the future lies. I ain't trying to fill her head up with no empty promises. I'm just telling her, cause that's an asset to me. She ain't got no kids. She's 33, which is this is a little older than what I really want, but you know, she ain't got no kids, so that's a bonus. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I think she got some car, and she got some ownership and a business and shit like that over there. And she does the trading. So she got to offer for those that think, oh, you know, they ain't got to offer. They all country, bro. She got more than most of you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that part.
Yep.
That part, you know? Yeah. And I know it, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm on the lower end of this trade. And shit, hell, I made a third of what I'm making a day just in them few minutes. You know what I mean? Two
That ain't bad
trades,
at all.
150, boom, boom. Yeah, this is the boom, boom, you know what I mean? Little $600 trade, okay, let me go ahead. And she had asked me, she's like, you ready to make just to test it out, make a little money? I was like, yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Drop 600 the Cash App and go to the Bitcoin on that. And I'm gonna show you how to transfer all the way up into what we're gonna trade. All right, bet. Went through. She walked me through the process based off screenshot. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. Soon as she gave me the nod, goddamn, go ahead and get it. Hit that, send that shit. I'm just sitting up there waiting, but I did it too damn fast. She said, "What are you doing? Don't do that." You know, God damn.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah, I would much rather be doing that than to be holding this steering wheel every day.
Man, what? I'm telling you, you think I'm playing, bro? Like, if this shit go the way I'm gonna hit you niggas up. Y'all better be on it, bro. Oh, I already know. I ain't got no pressure. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm gonna put y'all motherfuckers on a three-way, goddamn. Hey, so I'm gonna show you how to set that bitch up. And when she get a nine,
Hmm.
goddamn, you're gonna see your profits real quick. She said, "Did you see
Yep.
the increase?" I said, "Yeah, I seen the increase." She said, "Good. Okay, we're gonna do another one. Here's the step."
Yep.
We'll give it
Shit.
two shots at it.
Yep.
Shit,
Shit. I got 600
man.
right now, but
Hey,
I just gotta get my phone right because I ain't got no memory on it, so I
oh
can't
man.
do stuff. But I'm
Hey,
trying to
go.
put everything on my what do you call that thing? Flash drive. Empty
Mm-hmm.
everything onto there so that I can do stuff on my phone. Either that or I'm a break out that other phone I got just sitting over there doing nothing and transfer my
Man,
number over to it.
I'm gonna give you the green light come tomorrow. I'm gonna see how this shit shake tomorrow, and then I want to see what that bull rush that she talking about. I want to know what that's about too. So I guess
You,
she be
you
reading
could
to the
probably
market
look
like
up,
she.
yeah, you could probably look on Investopedia and find
Oh,
out what
I
that
forgot about
is.
that. Yeah, yeah, the bull rush
Yep.
in crypto.
Yeah, that's another resource I put you on to a while ago, just speaking to everybody
Yeah.
else. Investopedia is a website all about investing. Any question you got about investing, you can go to that website, ask the question, and it's going to tell you what it is, how it works, what you do with it, all that good stuff.
Mm. Yeah, you can't. Ain't nobody on YouTube. I mean, they got people that's breaking this shit down on YouTube, but man, this. Well, you guys are talking about y'all want to be some travelers. You want to live overseas and all this shit. How you gonna do it, bro? At the end of the day, how you gonna get there? You gonna just go with wishful thinking? That ain't gonna get you over there. You ain't gonna even get a chance to go visit.
Hmm.
You stuck at square one. But I tell you what though, since y'all want to stay in that position of goddamn looking up to people, admiring people, complimenting people, congratulating them and shit, you stay right there. Instead of being congratulated, you send the congratulations, but you don't want to be congratulated, and that's, you know, I don't want to be in that position, man. I mean, I'm cool with congratulating people, but I want to be congratulated. Like, damn, bro, you really accomplished? Yep, sure did. Appreciate it.
I
Hmm.
heard that.
But no, seriously though, I'm gonna let you know for certain. Damn, I'm up here ride on that motorcycle. If you if it go good
I
tomorrow,
heard it.
man, yeah, that was a motorcycle. If it go good tomorrow, damn, I ain't even know I was in my state of Alabama. I ain't even see the Sweet Home Alabama sign. But yeah, but if you got that, if it go like I think it's gonna go tomorrow, man, boy, I'm like, hey, bro, you better go ahead and get your phone right, man. You trying to get on it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause yeah, yeah, that motherfucker, she a nerd on that shit. Fuck all that. We had me a little piece of it. I just want a slice of the pie. That's all. Think you faded out again.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. Yeah, I was just saying, I am working on other things at the moment, but if that goes away, that that we want it to, shit, I'll drop the other stuff and I'll focus on that.
Hell yeah, man. That's you know what I mean? Like that's just too bulk of them. Again, like I understand what you were saying. Like, yeah, I got a budget of 1,500 when I went over there and I did great. Bruh, if you made that in 2 weeks, it's over with.
Yeah. In 2 weeks, it's over with, for real.
Yeah, it's over with, you know?
You be set.
Yeah. That's 3 bands a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And remember, I said I was balling out on 1,500. I could have just lived comfortable on 1,200. So shit, you make.
If I make between three
bands,
3 or
man.
5, yeah, 3 to 5 bands a month, bro. I'm out of this truck, bro.
Yep.
And in Thailand or even in Brazil, that's good money, but Thailand is way cheaper than Brazil, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot more, I would say, like far as infrastructure wise, it seems like they might be tit for tat. You know, because Brazil got they got some nice little infrastructure there in Sao Paulo and even Brasilia and Rio. You know, it's pretty decent. It's pretty nice. But nevertheless, all that shit, the price of living, bro. I'm gonna take my ass to Thailand.
Yeah.
Like
I can't speak on Brazil. I can only speak on Thailand as far as infrastructure. You ain't lacking nothing in Thailand as far as infrastructure goes. Like, especially if you're in a place like Bangkok, you ain't lacking nothing. You got everything you need right there.
Well, instead of me going to Pattaya you know what I mean? Like, I might be staying there for a couple of weeks at least, just to chill with her for a little bit, and then I'm gonna shoot up to Pattaya after that. So I'm not gonna be in a rush to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, because I was actually thinking about that when you first brought all this up. I was like, is he gonna switch to Bangkok now? I mean, it's cool if you do. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
You know, people been hating on Bangkok in the travel space, but hey, I know a lot about Bangkok. I didn't like it at first when I first went, but I like it now because I learned a whole lot of other stuff, and it's a great location.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed just going there just to Pattaya just to get an experience on it, but shit, I also wouldn't mind being in a place where everybody be hating on. You know what I mean? Yeah, why y'all hating on it? Shit, this is what I got. This the results I got out of it. Why you didn't get the result?
Yeah, and you're free to choose either one. Because remember, Bangkok and Pattaya are only like 45 miles away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's a short bus ride. So either or.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
I mentioned her. She said when she was talking about that investment, I was like, shit. Cause she asked me how much one of these trucks costs over here in America. I said, yeah, it's gonna cost about over $100,000. She's like, oh, okay. That's like 3 or 4 times more than they are here in Thailand. I said, damn, man. I was like, shit, I wouldn't mind opening up a goddamn trucking business there. You know what I mean? Shit. Give me a couple of trucks on the ground, make them bots over there and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's super rich, but shit, if I can get the logistics over there, shit, you make us set that bitch up and be straight. You know? Just buy a big body of water, so shit, you know what I mean? They importing, goddamn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
most
of the
saying?
action is by the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But I got based on her family, got credentials there. She's been back up. Please. Yeah, just let me get them silent shit. Just a little piece. Yeah. Yeah. I am not tripping. But one thing is certain, all you gotta do is keep on tilling away. And you're gonna break the ground. Yeah. You gonna definitely break ground.
Mm-hmm. Following
So,
instructions.
oh, mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that one thing when she was showing me how to do that shit. I remember you saying that. Say, man, just learn how to follow instructions. Shit, when that motherfucker was directing, I kept hearing it, but hey, just follow the instruction. Bet. I damn sure. I said, well, shit, ain't no need to be goddamn being afraid. And at first, I was nervous as hell. Like, man, this motherfucker finna scam me, man. So I just put the 200 in. I was like, shit, I ain't gonna hurt to lose number 200 off this bullshit. And then
Mm-hmm.
she got to talking and all that. I was like, you know what, man, fuck all that. Let me just put the other 400 in here. You know what I mean? And shit. I said, I gotta conquer that field, man. This might be just a ticket. Shit, hey.
Yeah,
Go ahead
like
and make
First
you look.
Class said, don't invest more than you're willing to lose. And I
Mm-hmm.
basically said the same thing, but in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you can't buy it 3 times, you can't afford it. Boom. Just start off with that little bit amount of money. If you lose it, hey, fine. But if you gain some money, go ahead, and you just keep increasing the more you get comfortable with it and the more you learn about it.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, you know what I mean? Like you've been a help on my end. And shit, like I said, if that play go down, you know, I keep you updated on it. But I need to gauge it for about a week, you know what I mean? Because she's doing like two plays per day. Then you know, I start seeing some substantial amount. Cause she's trying to get me in bets more so I can get in that 120s, you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, shit, you know, all
Hmm.
my money is tied up in my motherfucking portfolio right now, to be honest. That's what most of my money been going is them savings accounts and all that. So it's like, well, I might have to make some adjustments and see what this play talking about. Cause then if I strike on that, then I can always put more of that money that I strike on and put it in my portfolio to keep building on that.
Hmm.
So that's the way I'm thinking on it for real. So might as well just try to see if I can um, strike some with a bigger bite. You know what I mean? To get me there quicker. And if that bitch strike right, then you know, I, sheesh, make a nigga sweat, boy.
Yep,
I'm gonna be
that's
in
a game
Thailand. You know
changer.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been saying, once I get this right, shit, I go over there, I ain't leaving. You ain't gonna see me back over here.
This might be
I
the
ain't.
ticket though. It might be the ticket though, bro. Like a month or maybe about a month and some change. Like you know what I'm saying? Say you got on it around about you know what I mean, mid-November-ish. And then by the time mid-December-ish come, by the time we leave, and then even when we get there, you start seeing, you know what I mean? Shit, you done made about 4 bands off that shit just within that, you know what I mean? That little month. Man, I have to go ahead and consider going add another month on that bitch, you know, at least.
Yep.
Then you know what I'm saying? If it increased, and again, that's why I want to know about this bull rush shit, because that might just be a triple some shit. I don't know what that is, but if it's a big spike, you know what I mean? That's why she probably rushing me to goddamn get more money in it. But within them 5 days, I gotta give a 5 day before that. I got to see what this 5 days looking like. And if the shit looking good, then I might just go and say, fuck it, man. I mean, it ain't. Hey, if I take a $10,000 L, it ain't gonna be no different for me taking that $16,000 L on that school that I didn't
On
got
the,
down.
yep, the school.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I was like, man, you know what? Fuck all that, man. I'm gonna go. I might as well go on ahead and try it, man. Hold on, let
Yeah.
me see. Somebody from my kick done sent me a message. Hold on.
All
They
right.
say I love to join your live stream whenever you're streaming. Add me on Discord. Discord, my name is Sammy 2609. Okay, appreciate you for coming through. Bolo 98. 8908. Appreciate you for coming through. Um, yeah, I'll check out your comment once I get over there on Kick. I can't do a screen share, but thank you and welcome. Make sure you hit that follow button over there on Kick. Hit that follow button over there on Kick. Shout out to Kick, man. I got a channel over there on Kick called Free Men Travel. For those that don't know, I opened it up and I'm multi-stream on YouTube as well as Kick. I'm thinking about adding my my Instagram on it too, so that we can have multiple streams going on at one time. So y'all come through, man. It's healthy discussions like that. We may not have the viewership, but I think if we continue to be consistent, then we should be able to build. But I hope this conversation has been helpful to you guys, because at this point we're just having fun, chopping it up on how we're gonna strategize getting out of these trucks. For those that don't know, I'm a truck driver. Mr. is a truck driver, and we're just trying to figure out how we're going to perhaps live overseas. In his case, he want to do that permanently, but I want to be over there at least 75% of the time and just come home every so often because I got kids here, family, or whatever. So want to make sure they good, and then I'm gonna get my ass back on the plane and get on back to Thailand in this case. Because right now it look like Thailand. I just got to go and experience it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And shoot, she'll put you on to some stuff. I could put you on to some stuff over there in Thailand, and I look forward to it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a miss at all. I'm having a real good feeling about it. I don't have any doubts about it, to be honest with you. But I changed my mindset on the intentions for why I'm going. I put it to be that way. I think it's more so more so a business trip now. I think it's shifted over to it being a business trip for me.
Mm-hmm.
To get myself in position to be over there, a lot more. So instead of it going to be a vacation, it's going to be a business trip for me.
So wait a minute. You trying to tell me that you ain't just going over there just to get no pussy?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's gonna definitely be that. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna help my business with that. But
I thought y'all only go over there because you can't get no pussy over here.
yeah. They may have a point on that based off of how difficult the market is. But I will say that I don't have no desire to get that punani here. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing to get. What is it to get over here? Be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah, it ain't nothing to get. It ain't no. That's not a flex. You know what I mean? Like, y'all not flexing, but you get a chick that can help you make some bread. That's a flex.
Mm-hmm.
That's a flex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and remember that stream like a few streams ago where you asked, what do you get from traveling overseas? Well, this is your answer right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting plenty of it out of it. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Just know when my content, and I told her I was a content creator too. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. But when y'all start seeing the content change, and what you're starting to see changes of it now, you know what I mean? The rebrand and all that. When you start seeing me not in this truck no more, just know life is great.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that part, okay? If you don't see me in this truck, or talking about I'm in the highways and in the byways, when I stop saying that, just know life is great.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, guys that rock with the channel, been with me for a little bit. I'm gonna put them on, man. I gotta put y'all on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my stream went a little weird for a few seconds right there, so that's why I didn't say anything. But I think we're good now.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. But yeah, shit. There's a lot to look forward to over there. I love it over there, and I really want to get one of those places, one of those nice places, to live again. Because a lot of them places, they be having a pool on the rooftop. They be having their own gym. Then they'd be right next to, 7-Eleven or other places where you can get your everyday stuff. You really don't have to leave where you live. And I like having that. It's super convenient.
There's been many YouTubers, of course, of what I'm primarily getting the information from. But what makes that 7-Eleven in Thailand so special? Can you just like go over that a little bit?
Yep, man. Shout out to Arthur.
Shout out to Arthur.
Yeah, shout out to Arthur. He is a computer programmer that I met over there. He's from California. He's a white dude. And I just met him just walking down the street, and we just struck up a conversation while we were in Thailand. And he told me one day, hey, I gotta show you the greatness of 7-Eleven. I'm like, what's so great about 7-Eleven? We have 7-Eleven in America. But when he brought me over there, I'm like, oh shit. He put me on some shit. You go over to 7-Eleven over there, they got like all the best food for cheap that you can just buy out of there. You can get whole meals over there. Put them in the microwave, eat them. It tastes like something you got at a restaurant. The food out of there is good as fuck.
They like a TV dinner, you know what I mean? A better quality TV dinner or something?
Yeah, like a high quality TV dinner.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I guess that's the best way you can put it. And then another problem you'll run into over there, like trading in your US dollars, you get a lot of the big bill baht, which I think the biggest one is 1,000 baht. It's a brown one. Now, when you go to restaurants or businesses or something and you try to spend that, they usually don't have change for you. They don't have change for that big of a bill. So you go to 7-Eleven, they always have change. So that's where you go when you need to break down your bills.
But they got the ATM machine too and all that?
No, just go to the cashier and just buy something small and tell them, hey, I wanna get the change, and they'll exchange it for you. They pull out this special bag that specifically to break down those bills for you. They pull that bag out and give you all the bills that you need, and then you good to go. And then on top of that, you have all your everyday things that you need for the house, like your utensils, your stuff for the kitchen, the small stuff.
Yeah.
They got all of that, and it's also cheap, super cheap. And
so
also, sorry, one more thing before you say. Also, when you buy that food, they prepare it for you there, because some of the stuff is like a little extra. They'll go and use one of their machines and heat it up for you, so you can eat it right there on the spot.
So you say when you go to if you need some, or let me ask you this, if you need to get some more baht instead of going to an ATM machine, can you do the tap at the 7-Eleven and then they say if you want your change or whatever?
Oh,
nah, they don't
you
work
cash
like
back?
that. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I ever tried that.
Mm.
I forget, but they always got an ATM there, and I was just blown away with that because I would go to the ATM at 7-Eleven, and for some reason it just let me use my credit card as a debit card, even though I don't have the
Ah,
card set up that way. But I was able to withdraw money from my credit card and then just
oh man.
exchange the big bills inside the 7-Eleven.
Mm. Mm. I know in Brazil they have like the one bank is the red one. Is it Bank? I think. Uh, it ain't Brazil. It's not the Brazil Banco, but it's the red. It's the colors is red. You know what I mean? Anytime you go to Brazil, you see the red bank, and then you got the yellow one. But the red one it has uh, you're able to get your money out with no problem. It seems like the yellow one you have to have. Uh, I wasn't able to use my Chime card over in that bank versus the red one. The red one allowed me to get whatever money I want out of it. So in Thailand, is there a specific bank that's a little bit easier for American cards that you can remember?
Well, it might depend on what kind of card you have, because I discovered such a bank when I first went over there. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a Thai bank, and I remember it was a purple bank. Like
Hmm.
it was purple. The colors were purple and gold, just like the Lakers.
Okay.
And that was the bank that worked for me, where I could get all the money I needed to and all that. But you know, the second time going back to Thailand, trying that bank again, but I had a different bank at this time, and then that bank didn't work for me anymore. And
Mm.
instead, I had to go to the one that was the ATM at all the 7-Elevens, and I just used that, and you know, took it from there. And then that's when I discovered I could withdraw money off of my credit card like a debit card.
Mm. At the 7-Eleven.
Yep. So yeah,
Mm.
I think it just depends on what card you have.
I'm gonna
And
show you
it
use them
seems,
all and see. The only thing you do is try it out and see.
yeah, that's what I did. I used a bunch of
Yeah.
them to see what happened, and that's how I found that.
Hmm.
And then also, you can just go directly to a Thai bank,
Yeah.
and they'll give you
And
cash,
then,
because that's where you also can exchange your bills too.
okay, so you can't do it from your debit card. You gotta have the actual American cash there to do the exchange.
Yeah, but
Well, no, no, well, no. I
I'm
don't know what I'm
saying you
thinking
can
about. Yeah, you can go. Yeah, you
yeah,
can withdraw. Yeah.
you can withdraw from that bank too.
Right. Right. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Yeah, you can go to there and get the damn money out. It's gonna give you the bot right there instead of what I mean. I'm thinking in terms of what I'm gonna bring initially to get the money exchange. I'm wondering if I need to do that route or not even. Well, I need to have some cash to get in a damn taxi or whatever. But
Yeah,
I'm thinking
and
in terms of. Mhm.
yeah, I was gonna say you just you should bring cash anyway.
Yeah.
Like bring a certain amount, and then when you get there, exchange it. And you're
Okay.
totally fine just doing the exchange at the airport. They usually have pretty good rates at the airport to exchange the
Mhm.
money. You know,
Mhm.
maybe bring like, I don't know, like $2,000 cash and
Uh huh.
exchange it, and you'd be good with
Yeah.
that.
Okay. At in Bangkok, not don't go to like I'm flying out of Chicago. Don't get the exchange in the Chicago currency exchange because it's gonna be higher.
Right. Yeah, just wait
Hmm.
till you get to Bangkok and then exchange it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's shouldn't be that bad of a bigger issue. Think I'm gonna continue with my AT&T international call, which
Hmm.
is
Good.
instead of me having to go and buy all them damn Sims cards and all that stuff. I don't even know how to do that. Do you know anything about that?
About the SIM cards,
Yeah.
the first time I ever did it was with Claro in Dominican Republic, and even then I had my Airbnb host do it for me, so I can't really tell you about it.
Yeah, me either, man. Why they call it Bangkok? Bangkok?
Yeah, Bangkok.
I wouldn't know that at all.
Yeah, but hey, you at the end of the day, shit, you could just get a Thai phone when you get there. Just buy one.
Yeah, yeah.
Just roll
Just cut mine
roll
off.
out like that. Yep. Cause I was after my experience. Oh, you know what? I did do it in Bangkok actually. I forgot about
Uh-huh.
that. I did do it in Bangkok, but it was such a hassle trying to do it, and the language barrier with trying to do it. Man, I was just like, man, next time I'm gonna just buy a Thai phone. Man, forget all the bullshit. I'll just buy a Thai phone and leave it at that.
So you talking in terms of getting that SIM card from there and all that is a hassle.
It was for me. It works
Yeah.
for other people, but it was a hassle for me. So it made me to just say, I'm gonna just buy a phone when I get there. Unless I get an unlocked phone and be able to do it like that, like what you explained with your phone, where you were able to just still use it over there. You just had
Yeah.
to flip a switch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
International call.
yeah, if I just have a phone where I could do that, then I'll do that. But if not, then I'll just buy a whole new Thai phone and
Who you
roll
with?
with it like that. I got T-Mobile.
Oh, okay. Yeah. With AT&T, uh, get the phone service. Or even if you already have it, you just call them and say, hey, I want to get international calls. So they'll set it up, and then whenever you get on the plane, uh, when I get in the air, I just go ahead and hit that roam. You know what I'm saying? That would automatically clicks in my international calls. You know what I mean? So once I get ready to touch down, I'm already linked to whatever phone services is in the area because my shit is
Hmm.
roaming and pinging off of their towers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like 10 hours. It's like $10 a day anyway to use
Hmm.
the international call roaming or whatever for that. But I'm not
Hmm.
really on my phone like that, so if you don't use it, then they don't charge you. But
Yeah.
I normally use my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna use it because I'm gonna be looking at the internet or something.
Hmm. Well, hey, another thing I learned while I was over there is that you know, WhatsApp in America,
Uh-huh.
but they have their own version of WhatsApp. It's called Line.
Line,
And
yeah.
yeah, and pretty much everybody has it. And you avoid all of them fees like that by just using Line. Because
Line.
Line is free to use.
Uh.
But yeah, you can use both actually, Line and WhatsApp. And pretty much everybody has one or the other or both.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how
Uh.
you avoid that stuff. Now, when you have
Yeah.
to call back home to somebody, if they don't have WhatsApp or Line or something, then then that other stuff comes into play, like you said. But other than that, you're good with Line and WhatsApp.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably end up downloading that line just in case, like whenever she take a break from me, then I'll probably mingle out a little bit and get me another little something, something. But other than that, I'm gonna just be with one chick, which
gonna really just cut down on my bill, to be honest with you. Cause she all
Mhm.
about going and getting things for the low, which is another asset. She's not a lavish spender,
Mhm.
so that's how we're gonna rock with that.
I'm with you with
But
that, cause that's how I roll. I like to
yeah,
just find one good one, and then I'm rolling with her.
yeah. In my case, I'm cool with either one of them, but I can't. I'm not gonna just not take this opportunity. It was just too good to be true, to be honest. So I can sacrifice all that, man. Uh, Getting out, you know what I mean, just knocking out. Cause I mean, it's gonna, it costs. You know what I mean. I don't mind spending it, but uh, if you ask me which one I'd rather do, I'd rather save my money than bang a lot of chicks. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And so she's of quality, and I give her at least a 7 or 6 or 7 on the scale of 10 or whatever. And in my opinion, and I'm cool with a little bit above average chick. I ain't trying to get the most glamorous chick because those are the ones give you a headache anyway. But
Mhm.
I'd rather just go and stick with that and just call it a day. Because them dollar signs gonna look better than a chick ain't all day every day to me.
Yep. You said it. That's what I've been on for a while now. And I'm not against having, multiple women and stuff. I mean, that's all good, but me personally, I'm good with just one at a time.
Yeah.
And if it don't work out with that one, go get another one. I don't need to be juggling like 3 or 4 at once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm gonna say, hell, it's just all about the individual, man.
yep.
And but I know in this case, man, I'm looking at this as the opportunity to kind of get ahead in life. So, man, I can just kind of bypass all that. That ain't nothing. That's gonna always be there. It ain't going nowhere. So, um,
Mhm.
and then on top of it, I think what made me really think of it is that they are cracking down on some of that in Bangkok, from what I'm hearing. And I don't want to get caught up in the crosshairs. So I want to be able to
Mhm.
blend in and just be in a regular situation and call it that. You know what I mean? Rather
Yep.
me grabbing some off the street and you know what I mean, and having my little temporary fun let it go on by the way.
Yep.
So it's all
Yeah.
about
Hey.
adaptability. You know what I'm saying? Adaptability.
Yep. And you find one good one, you ain't gonna be missing. You ain't gonna be missing out on nothing else. It'll always be there, but you find one good one, you can just be happy with the one good one, and ride that out however long it lasts.
Hmm.
But if it don't, then what your options are.
Yeah. And there's plenty of them now. You ain't lacking. It ain't like you gonna be like, oh shit, my trip is ruined. No, the trip ain't ruined.
Not
Oh,
by a
that's just
long
the
shot.
yeah, it's just the beginning. So I seen some Afro Thai looking women there too. Boy, I said, damn, them motherfuckers beautiful.
Mhm.
Mm,
Yep.
mm.
You find them in southern Thailand. Everybody
Oh,
up
for
north in northern Thailand is light skinned, but southern Thailand, like from Bangkok down, that's where you
mm-hmm.
find them nice brown chocolate ones.
Ooh, I need to go. What's the name of that city down there? Chiang Mai
Phuket.
up north though. Phuket is where
Yeah,
it's at. Yeah.
yeah. Chiang Mai is
She,
all the way
yeah,
up
she,
north. Phuket is south.
yeah, she was saying that Chiang Mai may be a little cold around the time I show up. I'm like, I don't want to be where it's cold.
Well,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, her
they
cold is
say
different. Her cold
between
is different. Yeah,
yeah, her cold is different than our cold. But
yeah.
yeah, they say it cools off like January, February, March up there.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I ain't never been there. during that time anyway, so I can't say from personal experience. Because I got
Yeah.
there basically in Thai summertime, which was like from October to December.
Mm-hmm.
That's like their summertime, so it was blazing hot when I got over there.
I want to definitely get that Phuket in me though. I mean, cause that what's the name of that Greece? What is it called? That island?
There's a
I can
bunch of
get the name.
islands. You got Krabi.
Krabi.
You
That's
got
it. Krabi. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, you got Koh Larn. You got Phi Phi. You got a few islands over there, but yeah,
I
Krabi
want
is
to
one
hit.
of the most popular ones.
I want to go to all them motherfuckers, bro. Every bit of. I'm gonna have so much content, man. For the other
Yep.
channel, shout out to Bama the Traveler. The other channel, y'all go over there and hit the sub button on that. But that's gonna be showing all the traveling receipts. You know what I mean? Like this is more of a talking panel type channel right here at Freeman Travel. We're talking about the things we're talking about as far as finances, how we're gonna strategize to live overseas. You aspire to be an expat, or you want to be a half pat or whatever pat. You know, we do all the talk over here, but all the receipts and action is going to be on Bama the Traveler. So that's the reason why we have two channels going on.
hmm Yeah, and them islands are a must see. There's a few of them to go to. Koh Samui is another one. That's where they have the full moon party, and it's once a month they do that party. And I haven't been yet, but it's on my list of things I want to do. You definitely need to experience.
Oh, I'm gonna show up with an old girl though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna show on up and do some more cute little shit with her. You know, and have fun, man. I want to see it all. I'm gonna have plenty of time to see it all. But it's all about getting that money though, man. So we ain't gotta be wondering how long we're gonna be able to stay, man. Shit, I don't wanna wonder that shit. But them damn bands coming that bitch, I ain't gonna be worried about, damn, I need to hurry up and get back. Like, man, fuck trucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause yeah, when I was over there before, I was trying to be over there for 6 months, but I ain't quite made 6 months. I made it 4 months and some change. Then I had to come back. So yeah, I want to get this money right, so that I don't have to say, oh, now I gotta go back and make some more money. Nah, if I could just make money while I'm still over there, I'ma stay.
Woo! Yeah, shit.
I'm staying.
I'm gonna be rejoicing like a happy Christian, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, Jesus, goddamn.
You know how I felt. You know how I felt being over there for just 4 months straight.
Jeez. Oh,
And I wasn't in a rush to come back, or I wasn't in a rush to do stuff, knowing that I had to come back anytime soon. Every day I'm waking up when I want to wake up, staying up as late as I want to stay up, going out and doing stuff whenever I want to, and then staying home whenever I want to. I was doing all that. That shit felt good. That added years on to my life. Just that alone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I ain't gotta get up with the hustle and the bustle. Grinding, sitting on your ass all day, 10 hours of driving, 8 hours, 9 hours of driving. Sometimes me be more than that. And I'm like, man, I'm tired of them having these long damn days, man. I'm ready to sit my ass down and check my phone, wait on that play, make that bread, and goddamn say, okay, I put in about 30 minutes of work right then and there, and then call it the rest of the day. Go do some of the shit I want to do.
Yep, you got the rest of the day to yourself to do whatever it is you want to do. Anything that comes to mind.
Yep. Yeah, that's
shoot.
I'm telling you, when that play gone, man, hey, when it come through, Now, I ain't saying this shit on some permanent shit, but I'm gonna say this: it'll damn sure bypass what we initially thought how long we gonna stay. I tell you that it'll get us a little bit further than that. That mother talking about making me some goddamn 40 and 50 bands. I'm like, say that.
I
Shit, I'm
guarantee
like,
you, I make that much. I'm
yeah,
staying.
yeah,
I am
yeah, buddy.
staying. I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep doing more of what I did to make that money again.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Man, let that mother hit my account like that, man. I'm gonna withdraw some. Hey, can I transfer some of this money out of my damn thing? Shit, I just wanna go and hit that first little lick, and then goddamn and then I keep at least 20,000 in that mother. If she drop me 50, I'm gonna take that 30 out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna put that shit in my regular account. And I put the 20 on there to keep myself up at that at least that 20s. So
Yep.
I
Sure.
ain't
If
gonna
I'm
keep all that
banking,
money in that.
yeah, if I'm banking that kind of money, or if I'm making that kind of money, I'm gonna bank a little bit every so often in a high yield savings account. So like I
That's
said,
it.
once you got 50,000 in there, you're making 4% on that every month. That's your
Whew.
paycheck right there, guaranteed.
Jeez. Like you said, what you said, have for passive income, goddamn, have it the same as your monthly expenses. And
Yep,
passive, you free then.
yep, you totally free. You ain't got to worry about no job at that point.
I ain't gonna lie
You're
to
free
you,
to.
bro. I know that was a great idea about that house hacking, but I ain't gonna be involved with that, bro. I ain't gonna have no reason to come back here. Now I might delve in it, but right now, bro, I'm gonna be trying to stack as much money as I can. And if I do go back home, I'm gonna have the intentions of getting me several properties to do that shit. You know what I mean? And I might still milk the damn cow by getting me a goddamn a damn FHA loan. You know what I mean? Shit, hey, credit gonna be on point too. I ain't got a lot of overhead and debt over here because I ain't creating no debt over here. Shit.
Yeah, and I have no intention of living in the States anymore, but I am gonna get at least one house hack here, just in
Yeah,
case.
just
So
in case.
that, if anything happens, I still got a place where I can come back to. And it's still free to me because it's making money for me the whole time.
The whole time.
So whether I stay there or not, that mortgage is still getting paid off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this cat
And
gonna get skint, man. It's gonna get skint. Trust me, it's gonna get skint. Something gotta break through, man. There's too many good signs around, you know.
yeah, there's all kind of opportunities out here. You just gotta pick one, or well, pick several
Yeah,
and stick with those. Pick the ones that work for you and roll with those.
yeah, checkmate. Yeah. All I gonna say is picture me flying, man. Picture me flying. You know what I'm saying? The United Emirates, whatever the hell it is. Yeah. Let me get on one of them. I'm gonna say adios. I'm gonna be laughing all the way to Thailand. I might not even go to sleep, boy, if I see that kind of money hitting that account, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might
Yep.
not
Yeah.
even sleep.
Yeah, and I flew over there on Qatar Airways.
Okay, Qatar,
And
okay.
yep. And that is still the best airline I ever flew on, by far. That was the best. And then a couple years later, and then people start talking about Passport Bros. Some of the Passport Bros done experienced it their damn self, and they've been saying that's the best one.
Mm.
Yep. It took me the longer way to get to Thailand by coming back across the states and then across Africa to get to Qatar, and then from Qatar over to Thailand. But hey, it was worth it. It was a longer flight, but that was the best flight I ever had.
Man, look, I'm just like a kid waiting to go to the candy store. I don't give a damn how I get to the candy store. I want to get there,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's gonna be goddamn. Like I said, I'm just looking forward to tomorrow, man. Like I said, they 12 hours ahead of us right now. It's about 3 in the morning over there. I think. Yeah,
Yep.
12 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3. So just flip it day and night, basically, when you look at your personal time, if you're on that
Mm-hmm.
central. But yeah, man. Yeah, they gonna go ahead. And she's sound asleep. You know what I mean? She gonna wake up around about that 8ish. You know what I mean? They give me right about 4 hours to holler at her while she up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go to bed. Then when I wake up that morning is when she'll be running that play for me.
All right.
Yeah,
Shit, sounds
I'm
like a
looking. I'm
plan.
looking at that. Yeah, I'm looking at that shit. Don't get the damn trip, bro. I'm telling you. I be like, hey man, this shit I think legit, bro. And I hit you with the second day, on Tuesday. Bang, bro. Shit that made me. Better get that phone cleaned up, bro. What you gonna do with
Yep.
it, bro? Here come Wednesday. Bang, goddamn. Hey man, you better hurry up. There's a fire on your goddamn feet, man. You better get to moving. Gravy train moving, man. She trying to get me caught up on the blitz. So whatever money I made on that, I'm gonna just reinvest the whole damn wop. That shit might just be motherfucking too good, man. Get the stroking in that bit and be like, nut all in it, goddamn shit. I wanna get jizz all in that motherfucking stock, dude. I want all blood, goddamn, as much as I can get. Cause I sure don't want to come back as long as I want. Cause I ain't gotta do nothing but just go to the next country, Cambodia, somewhere to break it and get my days refreshed, right?
Yep. Yeah, and
Oh
there's
man.
that conversation. Which country to go to next? Yeah, I missed that stream, unfortunately.
Yeah, you gotta hit that notification bell and hit all. You shouldn't miss, cause I have my other channel linked to this one, and every time I hit that damn live button, I see that damn notification come up on my phone that I'm live. So
Mhm.
you got to go up there on that notification bell, hit that little down arrow, and then they'll give you the options on personalized, or if it say all, you hit the word all, and you're gonna get all the notifications.
Mhm. We'll see, because remember, I also got an old phone, so it might not even show that update on mine. But I'll take a look.
Yeah, see if it'll show up on there now. I got that notification bell, and it's got that little arrow right next to the notification bell. Just hit that.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm going through a way station right now, real quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to put too much in. I'm trying to be calm and collected about it. Stay humble on it. But that shit gotta be what it is, man. Too many people making money off of it. Then I may branch off of her a little
Yep.
bit. You know what I mean? We may branch off of her a little bit and goddamn invest in that Trump coin. That Doge, they got a Doge coin too. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have invested
Mhm.
in that shit. Yeah. Sure she
I
knows
was
something
just
about it. I'm gonna ask her about it.
yeah, ask her. I was
Yeah.
just looking at this dog today, and I was like, that looks like the dog from the Dogecoin.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna show her the answer. She sure said, hey, ask me, I tell you, we're good friends. Man, the more you goddamn keep putting in my head this shit, more I'm ass. I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna lick on the bowl. I'm gonna lick all the cake batter out of it. Shit.
Mhm.
The spoon too, goddamn shit. Fuck. You know how well when you was a kid,
Yeah.
your mama gave you the goddamn cake batter after she done whipped it up, goddamn shit.
Yep.
Yeah. All I can. I'm gonna let
I ain't done that in a
it
while.
go, bro. Hand the spoon. Man, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you got me
But
thinking
yeah,
about
y'all
all
should
kinds
got
of stuff
enough,
now.
man. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Like, my mind been racing ever since she didn't. I mean, it was some slight little shit, you know what I mean? Like, damn. That's all you did? Like, just don't raise your cat up a little bit more and get in another bracket. What the fuck you tell me that for? She, I mean, I can't do nothing but try it. You know what I mean? The only thing you can do is try it. You
Yeah.
know, it bring, like I said, if she, I ain't even got to get the whole 40 or the 50. I mean, boy, if she did, I would damn be rejoicing. But if she can give me, hell, 5 or 10,000, I'm gonna work with that. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you, bro. Like, if she can make me between 5 and 10,000 off of already on top of already what I'm making and contributing to my own trip, bro, I might just. No, man. I might just. As long as I'm there, the more money I'm adding on, between 5 and 10,000, I might just go ahead and just chill anyway.
hmm
You know what I mean?
Even if you just made that every other month, you still be good. You could stay over there. You still
Yeah,
have more than enough money.
that's what I'm saying. Yep. Go holler at old girl, give me like a $400, $300 a month rent apartment. Shit, I'm straight. Cause utilities and all that shit come with it.
hmm
Uh, yeah. Yeah, it ain't, you know, I mean, I'm patient enough to know that, hey,
Yep.
the more I stay in it, the more it's
And
going
all the other
it's gonna
amenities,
probably
like
increase.
the freaking pool I was saying earlier.
Yeah, the damn weight set and all that shit. Yeah, I want it all. I want it all. Even if I want to have a bar downstairs. Yeah, but I want that too.
Yep. One place
Yeah.
I can name off the top of my head that's real good over there is a place called The President. There's a couple of places like that too, but it's called The President. It's
Hey,
it's this big condo
what?
building you can rent.
Uh-huh. That building with the little block look like it's kind of off. Looks, you know what I mean, like it's off balance. You know the building I'm talking about in Thailand that was affected? I wouldn't say it was affected by that earthquake they had, but it's a nice looking building, but it's got like it's weird looking. Those must be condos because I seen some pools on top of that roof on that.
Not ringing a bell. If you got a picture, I'll take a look.
Let me see if I can find that real quick. I go on TikTok and say earthquake in Thailand. I'm sure they got videos of that shit. And because that building was one of them buildings that was the water and all that shit from the pool was wasting, you know, coming out and shit.
Mm-hmm. Like spilling over the side.
Yeah.
When was this earthquake?
In Thailand, shit, about
Yeah.
about 3-4 months ago, I think.
Oh, I didn't even hear about it.
Yeah, it was a big one. And she said that that I seen a YouTube video of this market where all them top tier fruits from Thailand was in Bangkok. She said that bitch got crushed, so they got to redo it.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad, man. Yeah, in 2025, it was this year. Yeah. See if I can find that building. Yep, they got it right here. See if it'll play. That ain't the building though. Motherfuckers climbing down that bitch. Yeah, that was in 320. Yeah, it was the day before my birthday. 328. All that water coming down that bitch. Massive earthquake in Thailand. Yeah, 328 of this year. Yeah, one of them buildings just completely failed. Damn, that was in Bangkok.
Damn.
7.7.
Damn. That's a
Yeah,
big one.
Minar. Yeah, I'm trying to find that picture. Oh, here it is, right here. Damn, I missed it. God damn it. They just showed that building. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay. This building right here. It looked like one of them buildings that look like it's already crumbled or some shit, but it's a nice, man. I wonder if that's some apartments. Hold on to Mr. Send you this text real quick. Man, that building looks so damn nice. I wouldn't mind living in that motherfucker, bro. In Bangkok.
There it go.
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
It just came.
Hey, you done went out. Yeah, you done went out. So
Yeah.
hold on.
What about now?
It's trying to clear. I can hear you now. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I figured it might do that as soon as I look at the picture. Yeah, I don't know if I ever seen that building before.
That motherfucker nice, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that is exactly. I'm sure it's downtown Bangkok somewhere.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, but I wouldn't mind living in that motherfucker. I'm gonna send her a picture too. I wanna see what's the name of this building.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that. What's the name of that building? Because then I'll look it up on my map and see what neighborhood it's in.
Well, it was Minar. It was what? MYANNR. Hold on, let me see.
Myanmar?
Myanmar, yeah, that's it.
That's a country.
Where is? No, hold on. Yeah, this say Thailand, and they showing. Oh, that motherfucking building came apart. Oh shit. Hold on, let me just send this to you. You can see. Yeah, that shit crumbled, bro. Woo! That's terrible, man. Motherfucking whole building's just collapsed. It's in Bangkok. They had a lot of damage happen over there. New construction.
All right, there it goes. Just so you know, when I look at it, it'll say that I'm out of the stream, but I'm still here. I can hear you.
Okay.
I guess it just won't let me like say anything until I come back.
All right.
All right, I'm about to click on it now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to wait till I get off the stream to see it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I so happened to catch up with that story on Facebook because I got a couple Thai ladies, you know what I mean, as friends and shit, and they were talking about it. Yeah. So a lot of my friends on there is people from other countries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was actually thinking the other day too. I could have sent you a video or two because I did some condo tours with some realtors while I was over there, and they let me record a couple of them
Mm-hmm.
so I could show you. I know I recorded the president, the one in the On Nut neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't stay at the president there, but I lived around the corner from it.
Is it near the beach? 'Cause I don't want to be too far away from the beach. I want to be near that beach. I can just.
Well, Bangkok ain't near the beach.
Yeah.
Pattaya's on the beach.
Pattaya is. Okay. 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 So that's in Bangkok. Okay. The president.
Yeah. Yep. They might have one in Pattaya, but I just haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they got a couple of them in Bangkok that I've seen. I've seen at least 3 of them. But yeah, that one is a nice place to stay, and they usually do a 1-year lease for that place.
Mm. Month to month. Well, you paying monthly. Okay.
Yep.
How much
Yeah, you're
was it a
paying
month?
monthly, but like 350, 400.
Damn. So that's within the striking range I wanted to be on anyway. About 400,
Mhm.
450 at the max. You know what I mean? But shit. I want
Yeah, you
that
don't
real.
really got to go much higher than that, because
Yeah.
shoot, you can find nice places over there for 300 in Bangkok.
Mm.
And if you go up to Chiang Mai, it's even cheaper than that. But we're
What
just
about
talking about
Phuket?
Bangkok
Phuket
right now.
is a rural area, right?
I've heard something like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
when it's in season and the tourists are in, it's popping. But after that season, it's dead. That's what I've heard. But
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to Phuket yet. But what I've also heard about Phuket is that it's not as affordable as the rest of Thailand. Like they jack up the prices because of all the tourists that come through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said it was more of a nature type spot. And I
Yep.
thought maybe it was rural, but okay. I mean, I don't want to go there, but like maybe once anyway. And I think when I do go, man, you missed it, Cortez. Dang, bro, you missed it. We already talked about the damn finance and stuff. That's over with.
Yep.
We just
Man, you
just
late.
yeah, you late. Just hang tight, man. We just talking about the amenities of Thailand. We kind of segue into that, but it's still all tied into finance. You know what I mean? So, but salute to you, brother. Appreciate you for coming through, big dog. Appreciate you, brother.
Mhm.
But we'd have already done. Man, you got to get it on the playback. You know what I mean? Mr. in First Class dropped some nice little advice and gems. You know what I mean? I know this is the stream that you requested. You know, you said you wanted the finance piece, so I made sure of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, you get a chance, just hit it on the playback and stuff. So appreciate you for coming through, bro. And just continue to keep rapping about on this Thailand thing. Unless you want to come up, do you want to come up? If you want to come up, you know what I mean. Mister's still here. You can ask him some questions. He'll build with you. Let me go ahead and drop this link anyway. See if you want to come up. I think you said you wanted to come up when that discussion do happen. So we're gonna drop the link. This is your stream, Cortez. Now it's your stream. More than welcome, my brother, my fellow Bamian. Come through. You can hit the one on YouTube, not the Kick. Now you can go there on Kick if you want to, but to really connect, we right here on YouTube. Oh,
Yep,
you at
it's
work?
one of my
Okay.
favorite things to talk about. Oh, damn.
Finances, yeah. Oh, it's all good. It's sit back and enjoy the ride, I guess. Yeah, I guess you'll get a chance to ask questions in the chat, and I'll just pull it up, and if it's something related to what we talked about earlier, I'll let Mr. go into it, which
Yeah.
that's how we'll work that.
And I haven't been looking at the chat either, so I don't even know if anyone wrote anything. But if they do and you see it,
Yeah.
just read it. And
Yeah,
I'll
they
answer.
haven't. Yeah, they haven't yet. It's been pretty dead, but and it's probably due to we talking about something that they don't want to hear for real. They just want to hear about drama or reaction to somebody, what I mean, or Keisha or Passport Bro, this, whatever.
hmm
So
And
I know that
it,
finances is not popular.
it's ironic. Everybody wants money, but when it's time to talk about how to get it, it's dead.
Yeah, and it ain't just my channel. This is all content creators for the most part would tell you this. I mean, if it's not a channel geared around finances, then all other channels are going to take a hit. You know what I mean? If they try to interject finances, they're not
Oh
gonna.
man, yeah. I mean, man, this is the same issue that BET had. That's
Mhm.
why Bob Smith finally got to the point where it was like, man, damn, I'm just sell it.
Mhm.
That every time I try to put something positive on here, y'all don't come through and support it. No way.
Mhm.
That's why he ended up selling it.
Mm. Yeah, I
But
forgot. I supposed to have them damn tandems closed going through Florida. God damn it.
uh-oh.
I'll be alright.
But
Fuck it.
yeah, I was gonna say about Phuket though. I don't know a whole lot about it, and I haven't been over there yet. But I know
Mhm.
Phuket from fighting, because that's where Tiger Muay Thai is, and that's one of the best MMA teams in the world, and that's where
Mhm.
they're headquartered. And they filmed their reality show over there too, where
Mhm.
where they find new fighters and they
Mhm.
basically take them through all the training and they do all kind of craziness. Yeah, I used to watch that series all the time. That show is crazy.
Mhm.
Everybody got beat the fuck up, but when it's time for
Oh
the real
man.
fight, they was whooping ass. They whooped up
Mhm.
everybody.
That whole time, I'm gonna let you continue to talk, but
Now that I mentioned, I'm about to
I
go
gotta
back and watch.
I gotta
hmm
start. Gotta look at this way station. Oh, he ain't
All right.
even looking at my tandems. Okay. It look like he don't even want to be there for the day. Shit. I don't blame you, bro. It looked mighty boring right there. He got his hand on his face and everything. Like, man, I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Hopefully you
But
don't
you
get
said
yelled
that,
at.
so you said they know how to fight and all that up in
Yeah. That's the other fight city of Thailand is Phuket. But that's where they train. And then like the actual real fight,
Mhm.
all that goes down in Bangkok for the
Mhm.
most part. They got like basically the NFL of Muay Thai is in Bangkok. In Lumpini Stadium is one of them, and then
Mhm.
Ratchaprut,
Mhm.
Ratcha something, Ratchadamnern Stadium is the other one. That's like the
Mm.
goddamn Super Bowl of Muay Thai, basically. Or
Mm.
I was gonna say for wrestling, that's like WrestleMania for Muay Thai. Them,
Gotcha.
so that's also a must see.
Okay. Cortez says, by the way, I'm still gonna ask that guy if he can
And I
come
done
through.
been
He's talking about
twice
the financial.
and missed out on it twice. All right.
You got to catch him on a live. Okay. All right, man. Just whenever you can make that connection and yeah, we'll maybe do another stream on finances and stuff like that. I forgot you did say you was gonna try to have some guy to come up on the panel that was all about finances and stuff. So yeah, man. Just whenever, just let us know so we can actually collaborate on that, so guys can get that information.
Yeah, like I
Okay, now I'm
said,
going
this
to
is
the
one of my
actual.
favorite topics to talk about.
Yeah, this is my actual goddamn way station. Damn it. I ain't had nowhere to pull over and do my goddamn tandems. All oversized
Hmm.
loads. Keep right regardless of signal. I know I ain't got my shit light as hell. It's probably why they want, hey, you gotta to close your tandem. I hate Florida. I don't like riding through Florida. I don't like riding through Florida. I don't like riding through damn what's the other one? Arkansas. Uh, I love driving through Texas though. I mean, besides going through Dallas, but I don't like driving through Florida and California and Arkansas. Them the three states I hate.
I just came from.
Yeah.
I don't
Sure
like driving
did.
through Pennsylvania or
Mm-hmm.
anywhere up in New England.
Mm. Nope, definitely don't like driving up in there. Why ain't telling me to damn get the bird?
Nope.
It's probably them tandems, man, because this damn shit light as hell.
Hmm. They're pulling you in.
Oh, nah, I guess this the other goddamn. Okay, they alternate the way stations.
All right. Hopefully, they don't pull you in.
Yeah, he gonna say about them tandems. I guarantee. Well, I ain't gonna speak that shit. It may not even be that. May just say fuck it, let him go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all come through, man. Hit the like button, and if you're new, sub, and also go over there to Kick and hit that follow button on Kick so that we can get the followers up over there. You might like that platform over there better than YouTube, so you're more than welcome to go over there to be on that platform. Let me hit this pause button real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm back. He gave me the green light. God dang it.
Cool.
So we're gonna just keep it moving. When is the next damn way station? Damn near seem like they'd be back to back. You know, I'm talking that trucker talk.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you got that app, it tells you which ones are the next one and if it's open or not.
Yeah, I'm lazy. I don't know why I don't never really use it unless I got like I really pay attention to it more when I'm doing it oversized. Then I can kind of expect it. But when I got regular loads and light loads, I don't know why I don't never just look at that trucker path.
Yeah.
Damn, they got another one in 1 more mile. Like, what's the point?
Damn.
Jeez. But yeah, man. Hell, we coming up on. Well, we over 3 hours, almost 4 hours, man. Shit. Anything else you wanna rap about this here?
Nothing in particular.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I could keep going, but I
Yeah,
don't
you
have
guys
anything
got.
in particular.
Yeah, if you guys got any questions, man, it's a couple of y'all on here, ask some questions about finances, man. We're not financial advisors or nothing like that. We're just speaking from our own personal experience uh, um, and just letting you know what actually worked for us. And it may work for you, it may not work for you. You know, it wouldn't hurt to try. You gamble anyway every day you get out, you come out your house, so why not try it? You know, we're not gonna use some little instant overnight assistance that ain't. We're not professional management. So I want to uh, so you know that I try to about it. You can do something that people
Yeah,
look
hold on. You're
or want.
breaking up a
So
lot.
okay. Yeah, I had one bar.
All right, I think you're back.
I'm yeah, I'm in a bad area. Hey, shout out to America. That's supposed to be first world, but we still got third world signal. Can you hear me? Can you
Soon.
hear me? He said I'm good now. Okay, that must be Mr. Cortez said I'm good. I done lost my damn train of thought. But yeah, man. If y'all aspire to live overseas and you want to try to figure out how to go about doing it, you know, like I said, catch it on the playback. Um, okay, he done dropped off. The link is still in the chat. Go ahead and click it. But again, if you guys are trying to figure out how to level up a little bit more, you can go and catch the stream on the playback. And you know, I think I'm gonna get ready to shut down here in a second. Park at this Loves. Catch it on the playback. Maybe some of the advice that First Class and Mr. Went over will help you. But the main thing is get some motion. You know what I mean? Get some motion. Don't be stagnant, and don't just hope that things get better. Make them better. And the only way to make them better, you got to put in some effort and some work. But as First Class mentioned earlier, it starts with your mindset. If your mindset is, well, this is the only thing I can do at the moment, or uh, I'm only dealing with the cards that is dealt to me, you're going to stay right there, because the word that you generate in your head is produce your reality. So if you speak this shit over and over and over again, then your reality is going to never is not going to ever change. It's going to remain the same. So if you really want it that bad, then you'll find a way to get out of it. Trust me. It's just like if it's down, that you want, you all that other stuff you put in your head
All right. We got kicked off for a second. But as I was saying, in this line of work, nobody is going to feel sorry for you. Nobody is going to buy your sympathy cookies. You know, either you're going to put in some effort to free yourself up to better your life chances, or you're going to continue to make excuses. You know, so again, if you listen to most of this stream, you're going to get some sound advice. I think, like I said, First Class and Mr. They basically gave some really, really good sound advice. And we don't profess to be financial gurus or anything like that. It was more so inspiration, information, and uh, after that, you can get the execution. So it's on y'all at this point. You know, it's really on y'all. So with this thing, man, I'm kind of a little tired right now, and so it's time for me to sort of relax. And so with that being all considered, man, y'all have a great rest of the Sunday, man. As your boy is getting ready to land this plane, let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. If you're at work, you know, don't work too hard, but work smart. And we're gonna go ahead and get off of it. Hold on. There we go. All right. Man, y'all know me. When y'all know me, but all in all, it's Alabama. That's it. It's all